time to grind. Get inside your mind, yeah, we working overtime. That's the only way to climb. We gon' make it in our prime. Signing on the dotted line, cashing checks left and right. That's the way I'm living life. I feel alive when I got a goal in sight. Chip away, I gotta fight. Ain't nobody else in sight. Man, I think I see the light. Yeah, that shit is so bright. Follow me, I got the guide. See you on the other side, son. Ain't nobody know what I've been through. Ain't nobody know what I can do. I'm ready to go into battle. I'll put on a show, razzle dazzle. I'm about to take off. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top. Yeah. No, I'm about to take off. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top. Yeah. So get out right up here to stay. You can try another day, yeah. 'Cause I love the taste of winning the race. Gold medal, first place, yeah. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah.
Hello and welcome to the stream of Rise to Fame Executive College Cup. This is your caster Bambi. Joining me here is
Kelly.
Hello, welcome. Right, this tournament is brought to you by Executive College, powered by Sigma One. Yeah. Executive College is a campus located down in Kuching, Sarawak, and they have degrees in business admin as well as construction management. And we have an up and coming course called the Esports course.
Ya, betul, Daryl. Nampaknya Executive College akan menawarkan eksklusif package untuk muda-mudi yang berada di Sarawak, dan tawaran tersebut adalah managing and organizing tournaments, mencari bakat yang terpendam, dan live streams and production.
Yeah.
So, muda-mudi berada di Kuching, Sarawak, kalau anda berminat nak register ke diri anda, daftarlah di Executive College dan boleh ketahui lebih lanjut ke Facebook diorang, iaitu Executive College. Dan yang paling penting dan paling special yang mereka tawarkan adalah hanya 200 orang yang bertuah sahaja akan dapatkan full scholarship, iaitu free yuran.
Yeah, that is right. So you have more, if you want to find out for more information, do check them out on their Facebook page. You can even check them out on their website, ecollege.edu.my. And once again, thank you so much, Executive College, for giving us this opportunity to be casting together, and for you guys back at home watching. But yes, I mean, today we have been through so many days of MLBB. We've had 100 plus teams come in and compete, fighting into the top 16 spot last week, and today we're going to be seeing 4 teams fighting it off. We have gone so far, Shelly, so far here. But take a look at the brackets. You can take a look here. We have Foxura, we've got Blackhawk, we've got MV Originz, and MAB Esports.
Ya, betul, Daryl. Nampaknya 4 tim tersebut untuk bermain malam ini begitu sengit sekali kerana mereka akan berjumpa each other lepas ni, Daryl. Wow.
This is looking a little bit spicy here. These matches are going to be looking very, very interesting, especially Foxura against Blackhawk. Yet again, the animals are going to be pairing off and fighting each other. But MAB down at the bottom going up against MV Originz. Oh, these fights are looking very, very close. I can't expect to see what they have in store for us. And today, there's going to be 4 of these teams competing against each other, and it is going to be a best of 3.
Ya, betul. Nampaknya untuk semua tim akan diberikan peluang untuk bertanding. Mereka 4 tim sebenarnya akan berpeluang best of 3 untuk menunjukkan kehebatan mereka dalam MLBB, dan iaitu match pertama kita dapatkan Foxura versus Blackhawk Mine.
Yeah, that is right indeed. Foxura, though, they really showed a very impressive gameplay that we got to see yesterday. Blackhawk as well, putting a lot of pressure and just getting the way all the way into the crystal. But Foxura always being able to play the mid game very, very well. They are always going to be giving away a little bit of the early game. But let's see whether or not Blackhawk might find. Alright. So these picks are going to be very interesting. You want to predict any bands here tonight?
Macam biasa,
Macam
yes.
biasa, yes.
Macam
Okay.
biasa.
We need some diamonds from Manager Corn. We're desperate for skins now. But since we're going to be into the top 4, especially in the semi-finals, let's make it more spicy. You want to try to find 2 picks. You have to pick not the popular bands. You have to go for the interesting ones. Like let's say we go,
Ones.
like let's say they'll go for, let's say for example Layla. Then they're gonna be in game. Oh, Foxura, they already have Band Joy.
and
Alice.
Oh,
Okay.
nampaknya Blackhawk mereka tahu Alice akan digunakan oleh Foxura dan nampaknya mereka ban Alice dahulu sebenarnya. Maybe Blackhawk mereka dah baca pergerakan. Itu dah 1-1 pula di ban yang ketiga dan nampaknya tu Blackhawk apakah respon terhadap Foxura dan siapakah dia akan ban selepas ini. Dan nampaknya kita akan tunggu sebentar lagi. Tapi nampaknya macam Blackhawk mereka dah tahu pergerakan untuk Foxura. Tapi maybe Foxura mereka ada backup heroes selain Alice. I think banyak tank yang boleh digunakan ataupun match tank sebenarnya.
Farmis is going to be
Farmis
banned.
akan di ban yang keempat dan nampaknya Foxura akan memilih
Arlott.
Itu Arlott akan bermain untuk malam ini dan kita akan dapat menyaksikan Arlott akan beraksi bersama Glue. Glue akan beraksi. Tidak.
No Glue.
Ditukar pada Edith.
Barat. Oh, they want to check it out around. They pick Valentina.
I don't know why you're so happy.
I'm kind of happy. I mean, not really. It's gonna be so good to pick it up though. But Glue is gonna be picked up.
Dan itu dia. Nampaknya mereka dah lock Glue bersama Valentina dan nampaknya Foxura telah lock Fredrin telah di-lock dan nampaknya siapakah orang ketiga? Farsa.
Gonna be locked in as well. Wow, looking like their first pick draft is going to be quite strong actually, especially on the side of Foxura. They do have the Farsa to go for the back line, they have the Frederick in the front line, and then they're either to try to create a lot of distraction in the front line as well. I feel like Valentina though, like walking into that, might be able to get a copy of Farsa. Then she can play the long range as well, casting down for like a 3 missiles and the ultimate. Martis is going to be picked up.
Martis akan jungling lepas ini nampak. Tapi Fredrin akan jadi jungler. Dan apakah band yang ketiga tu Blackhawk?
Diggy.
Diggy is my name.
Diggy. Okay, so Diggy is going to be picked up. In the ban, I mean. He's going to be selected to be banned in this situation. Foxura, why are you going to be responding to this? You are lacking your marksman, just the same as Blackhawk here. They don't have a support as well, so that's a very nice ban. Melissa is going to be banned. Alright, so we don't have the meta Melissa in play here.
Ya, nampaknya mereka akan pilih Claude or Brody. Maybe kita akan tengok Beatrix ataupun Leslie ataupun Layla.
You see Layla, that would be so fantastic.
Ya, betul.
I would so enjoy that. Let's predict this one. Alright, I feel like they are gonna go for the marksman here.
Yeah.
Then they can last pick their support. Okay, Beatrix, alright. Okay, they really did like pick their marksman in this situation. So it seems like here Foxura has to respond to this, try to go for the counter. Claude, we're going to be able to farm up against her. He does have the attack speed. If he farms up very well, he's going to do very fantastic together with the entire team. With a team fight especially, he has the AoE with the ultimate, so you can do tons of damage. As long as the Frederick can catch, the Isla has to catch some of these kills as well. They're going to the Kaja. Okay, Claude and Kaja. Okay, alright. Indie Freak? IND Freak. Mind Freak. Okay, Mind Freak. Alright. Mind Freak. Why are you going for Mind Freak? Okay, gonna be going for a little bit of a roaming. Kufra. Kufra has been a very hot pick as well. Alright. So they have Kufra to stop a lot of their movement and momentum as well onto the side of Foxura. Arlott has a lot of damage potential together with the Farsa. Farsa, all he has to do is just land the damage, Just try to get the back lines, just drop their HP very low so they don't allow any of these opponents to move on to the front line and just make them a bit fearful and space out way further than the team fight. They could catch really some of these players as well. Foxura against Blackhawk here. This is going to be a best of 3, so they're going to use the first game probably to try and figure out what they have in store.
Ya, betul. Nampaknya Musang akan berlawan dengan burung Raja Wali.
Ya,
Raja Wali sebenarnya. Itu dia.
Alright, taking a look at game number 1, Foxura against Blackhawk. Oh, it's going to be looking like a pretty spicy game. Alright, so here we can take a look at the way they're moving around. They don't really want to extend way too much. They're playing very passively like normal. Don't want to give too much space on the side of Foxura. Blackhawk on the other hand though, we have the Kufra already making his way towards the top side. Trying to find a little bit of space as well. Not gonna be able to find anything else going back into middle. But here we can take a look that Kajak wanted to find the Martis farming in the jungle, but he's managed to clear it out very quickly. So he's gonna be able to rotate away nice and safe and sound as well. And here, Beach is gonna be going up against the Claude. He seems to have the upper hand against the Claude. But over here, down in the mid lane, he's gonna be harassing each other, trying to force a little show of dominance. Oh, but Nagi coming in with a little bit of yap here. Okay. It kind of forced Ikwa to fall back. Oh, the jump in from Kufra doesn't really land onto Yujiso. He takes a little bit of damage from the tower, but she's gonna be okay. Farsa is gonna be teleporting back to base, get a little bit of HP up. And right now, like the early game, is gonna be a little bit passive. Ikwa trying to get the KS. Oh, he does get it. He does get the money crab away from Martis, so he kind of slows him down in terms of the farm. Very nice macro play we got to witness coming in from Foxura.
Ya, betul. Lapannya untuk minit yang pertama ini, mereka cuba bermain slow. Maybe mereka cuba untuk farm dahulu untuk kumpul coin. Dan nampaknya bahagian bawah begitu berat. Oh, tapi tu Joy Boy telah dikejar oleh dua play, tapi itu dia. Oh, Danjo telah datang untuk membantu. Oh, nampaknya kena tarik. Oh, tapi itu first blood itu telah dislay pada mid yang kedua, dan nampaknya dia slay balik kepada Grow, dan satu itu berhai, tapi itu telah spawn pada mid kedua, dan nampaknya belum dapat Frederin. Oh, mereka memang betul-betul Blackhawk mereka cuba tu dapatkan ulti fight, kerana kita Foxura memang OP untuk main mid game je lah. Tapi itu dia Blackhawk mereka cuba tu dapatkan tertentu untuk dapatkan kill, dan itu dia. Nampaknya untuk Foxura mereka cuba untuk bermain slow, mereka cuba untuk tidak dapatkan team fight, tapi ini tidak akan mengganggu, tapi ini mengganggu Blackhawk sebenarnya. Blackhawk inginkan dapatkan team fight kerana mereka tahu if Foxura bermain slow during the mid game, ini akan membantu Foxura untuk lebih cepat dapat head start in Daryl.
I agree with you, Shelly. Blackhawk, they always want to go for the early game a little bit faster than the Foxura, and they try to get more momentum, especially because they get the farm up and they do perform very well in the early. They do have the confidence to try to go up against Foxura with their power spike. Just that kind of happens in the mid game. Oh, but Fado trying to go in for the KS, but Nagi just going to be traded. Oh, did he get it? Oh my goodness. I think he didn't get it at all. Oh, Fat actually stole it, but he's getting ganked by the entire team of Blackhawk. He has to escape from this fight. Oh, but they're going to get out. Nagi going to be picking him off. Oh, but there's a little bit of deny. Oh, but Ikwan, going to be caught out by Danju. Going to be able to switch up. And right now, Foxura is going to be able to back away from that fight. Try to cut their losses in this situation. Blackhawk though, they had their jungle a little bit denied twice, and we got to witness it. Oh, but Mind Freak. Oh, he did get the KS of the money crab here.
Ya, betul. Mind Freak dia tidak snap pada minggu, tapi dia cuba untuk snap the KS coin sebenarnya. Tapi itu dia, nampak betul-betul dapat yang Foxura, sampai Foxura dia orang telah dislay. Kalau kita rasa, dia orang telah slay di situ. Nampak yang untuk play, memang mereka cuba main early fight sebenarnya. Mereka tidak mau berikan Foxura peluang, dan mereka cuba jatuhkan satu tower. Satu tower bagian atas kalau dijatuhkan oleh Blackhawk. Dan nampak mereka beralih dari situ, dan mereka cuba untuk reset dahulu pada minit keempat, dan di bahagian bawah pula Arlot akan bermain solo untuk jatuhkan tower di bawah. Tapi di bahagian tengah pula mereka cuba untuk berhala ke tengah. Nampaknya dari atas Kuka bersama Beatrix akan menuju ke bawah berjumpa dengan Arlot, Daryl.
Yeah, here you can take a look that Blackhawk really wanted to take a very nice position into the turtle. Gonna create a lot of distraction in the top lane especially. Sharon gonna be pushed back into the bottom side. Kufa and BT working together hand in hand. But right now Blackhawk is gonna be able to secure the third turtle of the the second turtle of the game. Oh, he's right now going to be able to get even more farm leading up to it. Foxura is behind on 3k gold in terms of the lead here. Blackhawk, they have the early game set in stone for them. But Foxura, though, they have to try to disengage from these fights. It's not looking very favorable for them in this situation. So I think Foxura, they have to look for a little bit of pickoffs. They'll find a little bit, but maybe this might be a huge pickoff here. Oh, never mind. Going to be backing away from that fight. But Drew coming in for the backup. Trying to force and show his hand here. Oh, but Danju taking a little bit of damage from Far. Gonna cause the taunt here. Trying to prevent him from running away. But Kaja not falling far behind. Does have the ultimate. Oh, by the bottom lane though. Gonna be end up falling. But Shami gonna be forced to fight in this one. And right now Mind Freak ends up falling. Nagi gonna be the one fighting in a 1v3 situation. But the backup has arrived though. Nagi trying to bring his opponents into his side of the team. But it contributes below HP. Far's gonna be able to fight as well. But Shami is picking up some of these kills as well. Sonic Cutie maybe dropping below HP. Far picks it up. Blackhawk comes to the ultimate, moving to the top side. Being Danju in the process. But here Nagi gonna get killed off by Sharon. Wow, Foxura being able to swing that to their side, just losing one of their heroes in the process. They were able to take 3 of those heroes, Shelly.
Ya betul, lapan pada menit kelima Foxura telah cuba untuk upgradekan diri, upgrade kepada tim. Dan nampak mereka cuba untuk dapatkan team fight pada menit kelima. I think inilah plan Foxura, mereka cuba untuk bermain slow dahulu pada menit yang 4 ke bawah. Dan nampaknya untuk Blackhawk mereka terkejut dengan kedatangan Foxura daripada Frederick. Mantap sekali game daripada tim Foxura. Mereka cuba untuk bermain sabar dahulu, tidak bermain rush. Dan daripada Blackhawk mereka cuba untuk bermain rush sekali lagi, cuba untuk dapatkan poin lebih jauh daripada Foxura. Tapi Foxura tidak akan memberikan kebenaran tersebut kepada Blackhawk. Maybe ada kekurangan sendiri, ada kelebihan sendiri, tetapi Foxura juga ada kelebihan masing-masing. Tapi dia cuba untuk dapatkan Fox. Tapi Sonic itu begitu low sekali. Tapi itu dia sniper tidak kena terhadap Foxura. Nampaknya untuk Blackhawk mereka kena comeback seperti dahulu kala, Daryl.
Yeah, right now they're gonna take a little bit of a fight into the turtles spawn here. Joe Boy coming in with the stickiness. He wants to find a little bit of his target. Doesn't really land though. Foxura being able to back away from that fight, but that kind of opens up the map for Blackhawk here. Gonna be able to take the turtle yet again. It's gonna be the last one, and the next one is gonna be the law, which is gonna be the turning point for any of these players here. Blackhawk, they're just leading by goal in terms of 2.5 or actually 2k goal in terms of their goal advantage. So they do have a little bit of extra added advantage in terms of goal. But coming down to the front to the top lane here, Danjo picking up a kill on Aqua by Sherman below HP. But because himself though, picking up 3 of these heroes, double kill. Danjo picks up yet another one. But Sonic Cutie gonna be able to escape Farsa's grasp in the ultimate. He's gonna be TPing back to safety, but taking a look down at the bottom lane. There'll be yet another fight though. Foxura might look for blood here. The tower is gonna fall very, very soon, but the creeps are not there to help out. Cloud commits the ultimate as well. Nagi is not dropping low HP just yet. He is very tanky, but trying to provide a little bit of cover fire. But from the backside though, there's Valentina on the backside. Gonna pick up Nizu. Gonna be coming down. Nagi might find yet another one. Danjo ends up falling instead though. Fight gonna be half HP. Very, very tanky here. The backup from Foxura is coming in, but Kufra finds 2, picks up a stun. Gonna be moving away, but it got below HP. Joy Boy trying to get yet another kill though, but it gonna move out of AoE. Joy Boy has to commit a spell to run away, but Nagi, he's still very healthy. Joy Boy just brings and kidnaps yet another player though. But Sonic Cutie going in to tank the tower. And right now Foxura is gonna be forced to move behind their base as well. Blackhawk providing tons of pressure. Fado might be caught off guard as well. Gonna be picked up. Joy Boy picks it up again, but Nizu gonna be able to dodge that one. Complete the ultimate as well. Sonic dropping low on HP though. It's gonna be enough. One more shot. Yes, it's gonna be enough. Nizu finishes up Sonic Cutie, but they lost their tower in the process. Foxura, this fight is looking really difficult for you. The goal lead has swung so much more. 6k in their favor of Blackhawk.
Ya betul, nampak tadi permainan tadi terlalu sengit dan kita tidak dapat prediksi apakah menang. Tapi itu dan nampaknya untuk Blackhawk telah mendahului dengan 11 poin pada minit yang ke-9 dan Foxura ada 7 poin. Dan nampaknya untuk coins pula, dia ada 24 poin, 25 poin. Dan ni macam kurang 5,000 daripada Blackhawk. Tapi nampak untuk Foxura mereka kena farm lebih cepat kerana ini boleh membantu mereka untuk level up sebenarnya, Daryl.
I agree with you, Shelly. Right now, Blackhawk, they do have the advantage, especially with the farm. They have even more map control as well, and they are gonna get the Lord. They're not gonna be able to contest that. Foxura is gonna be forced to defend this here. Right now, Foxura, they are going to be banding up. They do spot one of these players. Kufra going to be alone trying to lead the charge, but his teammate is not very far behind. They can actually go for this fight though. Foxura might be able to catch one of these players, but I think they're fearing the position that Blackhawk has. Oh, they want to play a little bit safer, closer to their base especially. But Glue, on the other hand, might be flanking to the top side of their jungle here. They might be caught off guard. And this may be a very risky situation for Foxura to be into. But right now, you can take a low. Far gonna be caught off guard, taking tons of damage. Joy Boy being able to pick up yet a kill. Very, very crucial kill especially. The Lord is pushing in the top lane. Foxura is going to be forced to defend this with these heroes for 20 seconds before Fat comes back alive to hold this. But Sonic QD takes another tower. Very nice last hit coming from him, but Blackhawk applying tons of pressure in the mid lane. Danju going to be blinking in, cuts the Kaja. Iguan will be taken out of the process by Shine below HP. He has to get out of this, but Nagi though diving in really deep. But going to end up losing his life in the process. But right now the Lord is going to be knocking on the top tower's door. It's going to be falling here. Mind Free going to be able to do tons of damage to take it down. But the mid lane is going to be exposed as well. Very, very soon to have to defend this. Danju taking damage. Fat comes back alive. They're able to hold this defense. Oh, but Sonic may be able to find a kill onto Nizu. He commits the ultimate first to bring back. But right now, it looks like Blackhawk really wants to apply a lot of pressure. Oh, they want to go for the bottom tower now. Oh, they're pushing all their lanes here. But Foxura, they do not want to allow that. Ikon's moving in the front line. He doesn't really have the ultimate as well to catch any of these players though. Farsight has used the ultimate as well. Sharon diving onto Joyboy. He wants to go for Mind Freak. He is going to be able to get it. No, he's going to be able to dash out. But Joyboy was providing some cover fire into the front lines here. But Foxura, they want to apply tons of pressure here. Blackhawk, they are going to be able to back away from this fight. Oh, but Foxura, they don't get any of these heroes running away though. It's going to be such a terrible situation for Foxura. But Sonic QD jumps back into the fight. He wants more. Fight dropping low in HP. Ikon trying to get a little bit, but Joyboy going to be pulled back into the side. Maybe able to fill out his HP. Ikon should be low as well though. It just seems like a lot of this fight is happening so much. Cloud's ultimate is coming in so strong. Nagi gets picked up as well. They lose 4 of their heroes for a trade of 2 of theirs. Foxura managed to bring that into their favor. Shelly, what a fight that was for Foxura.
Ya betul, almost wipe out tapi mereka tidak sempat melarikan diri daripada genggaman Foxura tersebut. Tapi Foxura telah berjaya untuk mengalahkan 4 hero pada sekelip mata pada minit yang ke-20 saudara. Tapi nampaknya untuk Blackhawk ini belum lagi pengakhiran untuk mereka untuk membantai, untuk mengslainkan hero-hero Foxura. Tapi Foxura bukan boleh comeback. Mereka punya point tidak jauh daripada tim Blackhawk. Dan inilah masa untuk mereka comeback. Oh, semua player telah datang, semua player telah hidup dan nampak mereka cuba untuk dapatkan fight sekali lagi pada minit ke-12. Dan nampaknya untuk tapi Nizu sebab melarikan diri daripada Kufra. Mantap sekali game daripada situ. Oh, tapi itu dia nampak mereka cuba untuk dekat bahagian atas. Oh, Arlot bagaimana? Mereka cuba untuk recall. Dia cuba untuk memancing sebenarnya tim Blackhawk ini, Daryl.
Oh, the rotation coming in though. Blackhawk might be able to find Sharon, but they are going to be backing away from that one instead. They do manage to pick out the top tower, but the Lord has spawned. They might go for this Lord instead. But Foxura though, are they going to be able to lead this one? Do they realize that Blackhawk really wants this? Okay, Fat has spotted it. They realize that Blackhawk is going to go for the Lord here. Oh, but Joyboy providing tons of pressure onto Fat here, trying to prevent him from moving forward. Really forcing Foxura to stand back a little bit more. They don't realize where the enemies are. They don't know where the position of Blackhawk is trying to be taking. But Fat trying to start a little bit of a fight. But Sonic commits the blink here. But Nizu picks out the kill onto Beatrix right now. Sonic dropping very low in HP. Nizu is dealing tons of damage. The attack speed is so high up. But Danjo might end up falling. Nizu once more. He goes for Blood Tree, ends up falling here. Joyboy is gonna be taunted. He's dropping low HP. He's so quick. The 4th might end up falling. Oh, he's dropping so low. Yuzuzo picks it up yet again. Marte is gonna be the only one alive, but he's so far from the fight. They can't actually go for the push here. Oh, the Lord has been taken. I didn't even notice who took it right now. Oh, goodness. They're gonna go into the mid side. They don't want to go for any of these chances anymore. They want to try and take out more of their objectives here, take more of the map control. But right now, Foxura is going to be knocking on their front door. They do take the Lord. He's going to be pushing down to the top lane. They do have the momentum. Nagi, though, going to be forcing his hand here. The second hero has respawned. Mind Freak can come in. He's ultimately competing it as well. Trying to force the hand of Foxura to fall back. But they do have the Lord and they have the HP. They can go for a very aggressive push. The creeps in the bottom lane for Foxura has reached the tower. They can go for this as well. And this is looking like a very tough situation. If they can push the top tower without having the Lord to reach it first, they could go for the Lord to charge it up and knock down the tower in the process. But here we can take a look at Foxura. They have realized they have the momentum here as well. They're finally caught up in terms of the gold lead. But in this late game, all these players are going to be able to secure a lot more of their items. But Aquan, oh, he has made a very fantastic play very early into the fight. But here Cloud as well going to be able to get some of these plays and be able to take down some of these heroes. But it seems that the rotation for Foxura, they have spared their forces. Joyboy trying to cause a little bit of disruption down to the mid lane. Oh, but they're going to be going for the fight behind the tier 3 tower. Dungeon ends up falling to pick up a second though. But my goodness, the Joyboy, dropping low HP, they do catch the heroes of Foxura. But right now, Mindfree is going to commit his ultimate as well. Sure, these heroes are now falling. Joyboy with the last one to fall down as well. They do, but Nagi, he's out for blur, going for Yujiso. Going to go for the weak, the light-hearted. Oh, but he might be missing his spells though. Yujiso is going to run away. Oh, it's a little bit slowed down. But Nagi picks it up instead. Oh, the entire team of Foxura is wiped out. But the creeps are knocking onto their front doors. They have to defend this. Each of the players are going to have to defend both of the towers here. Bottom might be held up as well. Oh, but it's looking as though it's super low on the bottom lane. Okay, they are going to be able to secure some of these objectives as well. They are sharing the same amount of towers. Oh, and the health though, it's so low. Foxura against Blackhawk. The way they control the map is just amazing here. Be able to take a lot of these towers as well. Shelly, what do you think these teams have to do to try to win this game?
Saya tidaklah memberikan enemy itu susah. Ini dia first game saya tengok begitu-betul sengit sekali Daryl.
Oh.
Ini betul-betul tie 20-20 point pada minit yang ke-15, almost minit ke-16 Daryl. Mereka boleh bermain dalam 30 minit tu lima. Saya masih pandai ni tapi Daryl untuk Blackhawk mereka semua telah hidup. Nampaknya kelima player untuk Blackhawk sama Foxura telah hidup. Nampak mereka cuba untuk melakukan team fight. Tinggal dua team, tinggal satu lagi tower yang berdiri sebenarnya. Nampaknya Duda memang seri in anything.
Yeah.
Ini siapakah kawan bisik, siapakah mulakan team fight itu yang jadi pemenangnya Daryl.
Yeah, that is right. I agree with you, Shelly. Like whichever of these teams are able to get the upper hand in terms of the hero kills, they are going to be ones to storm right into their base, and there's nothing they can do about it. The respawn times are going to be way too long for this, so they have to play all their games perfectly. No mistakes have to be made here. Oh, Fat picks up Nagi though, but Foxura coming in very quickly, but Nagi's going to be spelling out away from that fight. The backup coming in from Valentina is going to be not very far behind as well. But Blackhawk though, they are going to be hiding in a very sweet spot up into the space of the Lord here. It's going to be the 17-minute mark very soon. And right now, Fat though, he is very strong, he's very tanky. And it just seems like he doesn't want to take the Lord just yet. I think they want to go for more of the heroes and the objectives here. They have to try and catch some of these players moving out, trying to move and get them before they can go into the fight and start this battle. Right now, Foxura though really wants to pick out the Lord, but they cannot do it. The Blackhawk is just so close by. They do want to get it themselves as well. But here they realize that the Lord is actually really strong here. But right now, taking a look at the bottom side, Aquan is going to be forced to use his flicker, trying to get out of that fight. Now he's dropping a little bit low, but Joyboy might be caught between a lot of these heroes. He might end up falling in this situation. He's going to end up falling, but immortality has been used though. But it seems like the Fat going to be in the middle of an entire fight as well. He has used the suppress to keep himself alive. Now he picks up yet another kill. The Sonic Creature dropping low HP though. Oh, but needs to take tons of damage, but able to pick up yet another hero. Dungeon ends up falling. Nagi going to be able to fight yet another one. Nagi, you're going to have to fight your F's out. Aquan, you're so close though. So you just have to break right forward. Oh, immortality has been called. It seems like Nagi is going to be able to escape from this fight. Oh, yeah, another fight. Yeah, he's going to get it. Ninsu picks up Nagi. 5 of these players are going to end up falling. Foxura is knocking onto the crystal right now. They don't care anymore. Oh my goodness, they have to end this before any of these heroes spawn, but they do have the time. And Foxura is going to take game number 1. Rata! Oh my goodness, what a fight. Oh, Foxura, that was such a good fight. I cannot imagine what was going on in your minds there. That is such a very intense situation that you have to be thinking about. Like Joyboy, the glue had to be in the front, trying to go into a fight, but I realized it's gonna be like pincered by 2 or 3 of the players from Foxura, and Fat as well, switching positions, and he actually used to suppress at the nick of time, being able to survive the fight a little bit longer. And then Claude came in with the ultimate, taking down so many of these heroes, and the HP just dropped down so quick like flies. And then you pick up the Valentina, and then you go for the Martyrs, that very long chase, be able to stop the immortality, which was beautiful. Oh my goodness, Blackhawk, they almost had the game. They almost had it, but Foxura, they had the upper hand at that last part. The moment they really had to just bother with the Martyrs, not make sure he doesn't TP back to base, they really allowed some of Foxura's Foxura's players to move into the mid lane and try and end the crystal. That was a beautiful play.
Ya betul tu. Gameplay tadi dengan Foxura. Saya macam Foxura begitu main play safe, tapi Blackhawk mengganggu, cuba untuk mengganggu psikologi, cuba untuk mengganggu mereka punya mentality dalam menggunakan team fight terlebih awal. Tapi nampaknya untuk Foxura mereka tidak lemah semangat untuk mencuba lagi untuk dapatkan team fight, walaupun tadi mereka almost lagi dikalahkan pada minit yang ke-10. Rasanya mereka 10 tapi mereka almost dikerjakan oleh Blackhawk masa berada di Crystal, tapi mereka boleh melakukan defense begitu kuat untuk Foxura. Tapi Blackhawk pun apa kurangnya? Mereka punya team fight, early fight memang padu.
I
Wow.
mean, Blackhawk's early game was actually much better than the other player, Foxura. I mean, like they were able to secure a lot of their kills. And just being able to get a little bit of momentum. They even took, I think they took all the turtles, and then they had a lot of the gold advantage moving into their favor. At some point, the gold lead was swinging into the 6k range, but they managed to bring it back down closer into the late game, where most of the players of Foxura, they managed to get most of their main items and they are ready to go for the team fights already, and then they brought the gold lead into their favor instead. And Foxura though, I mean, the way they were looking around that game, they're able to pick up a lot of these players coming in from Blackhawk and finding the key opponents. But right now, taking a look at the post-match stats, we have Foxura with 25 against Blackhawk with 21. That was a really close game. I mean, look at Ikwan with 23 assists, trying to look for all these fights. He was present in the majority of them, and just that he's able to be finding all these players, trying to pick them up and bring them into the entire team fight. And it prevented Danju as well to copy the Kaja, and they just take her down as fast as possible. They identify her as one of the main problems in their team fight, because if she gets to start the fight earlier, they lose one of their players, and it kind of denies Foxura's space as well as the team fight power as well. So I felt Blackhawk, they actually managed to they actually tried to find the weakness in Foxura's defenses, but it's actually Foxura that found the weakness in Blackhawk's defenses instead. And I feel like Foxura, they were just able to just take the team fights into their favor. The way they positioned themselves in the bush and the way that they took the fight especially was just fantastic. Oh my goodness, Shelly, I just cannot get over how good this game number 1 is.
Ya betul. Gameplay pada first match untuk malam ni begitu epic, saya tak boleh lupa apa terjadi sore hari. Betul-betul akan jadi memorable. Kenangan terindah lah, boleh katakan kenangan terindah untuk hidupku. Tak ada saja.
Yeah, I feel like it's the same for me. Like this game number 1 is just really strong, and I don't really know what to expect from these two teams. They have seen how they have played as well, and right now in the first game 1, this might be the first time they met each other, but in game number 2 they also are going to be able to identify what are going to be the changes, especially into the pick ban phase. So I am looking forward to what's going to happen in game number 2.
Ya betul, dan nampaknya ada orang bagi star untuk kita pada hari ini. Terima kasih kepada Aaron Abel Go kerana memberikan star dan mersupportkan pada Foxura Esports tadi. Terima kasih, dan semoga anda dirahmati Tuhan sentiasa. Semoga dimurahkan rezeki.
Yeah, that is right. Thank you so much for the donations. You're gonna be in our hearts forever, you know. Yeah, thank you so much for helping us out and just showing your support to Foxura as well. I mean, it kind of led to them winning the game, the first game of the night here. I mean, it's a best of 3, so who knows, maybe that confidence will power them forward into game number 2.
Dan nampaknya jadi boostingan untuk mereka malam ni, Daryl. Nampaknya Foxura Esports ada boostingan sudah dapat daripada Mr. Aaron sebenarnya.
Mr. Aaron, yes. Thank you so much once again for the stars. Taking a look here, tournament brackets yet again. Foxura are going to be able to secure their first point. Blackhawk though, they have to try and fight and claw their way into the top 2, or at least try to best and play the 2 games perfectly to get their spot into the grand finals here.
Saya betul tak sabar untuk melihat game yang kedua sebenarnya dari tim Foxura. Tapi what are you looking forward for tonight, Daryl?
Here I have to say, if Foxura takes a little bit more of a dominant early game, that will be a bit surprising for me here. But Blackhawk, I feel like they are gonna be going for a little bit of a a safer pick, a little bit more solid. They have seen how Foxura has played, and I think they already understand how their playstyle is going to be looking like into the mid and late game. So I feel that Blackhawk might change their strategy just a little bit more, but Foxura winning the first game, it gave them the extra confidence boost to try and go for a little bit more risky plays. I mean, they have to just get one more point to make it into the grand finals, but Blackhawk has to try and compete for 2 points, and he's getting 2 of these matches, so they have to play the utmost best here, and he cannot let any of the defenses get any lower. They have to go on the full offense in this case.
Ya, tapi rasanya untuk Blackhawk mereka dah boleh baca dah apa taktik akan digunakan oleh Foxura. Maybe mereka akan mencuba untuk menukar hero ataupun ban hero yang mereka akan pakai nanti, Daryl. So what do you think, Daryl?
Oh, I feel like they actually might ban the Fredrin actually.
Yeah,
I feel that they
Fredrin,
may
yeah.
ban the Fredrin. Martis, I think for Foxura, I think they don't really have an issue. But if they do ban the Fredrin, they have to consider like picking the Martis out as their own, because you don't want to give the Martis onto Blackhawk's side. So I think Foxura, they have to see how Blackhawk is going to be responding, because in the second game, Blackhawk is going to be on the blue side, so they have to get the ban first.
Yeah, because
So here they are going to have a little bit of an advantage to get the first pick without being interrupted by any of Foxura's plays, especially. So it's going to be a little bit of an interesting way to see how they're going to be responding to each other's ban pick phase. At this point, it's like which captain has the bigger brain. Yeah.
Mempunyai IQ yang besar, mempunyai ketahanan mental sebenarnya, dan ni betul-betul actually pemain ML memang kita memerlukan mental yang kuat. Bukan physical, but mental yang kuat dan mempunyai rancangan strategi yang lebih hebat daripada orang lain. Tapi saya boleh percaya dua tim ini actually boleh buat, sebab dua-dua tim ni ada kelebihan sendiri yang kita tidak tahu, Daryl. They have their own specialties that yang mereka akan tunjukkan.
Yeah, I agree as well. I mean, like Foxura's entire team, I feel like the mental game is really good. Like, I'm not saying that Blackhawk's mental game is not good at all. It's just that Foxura, I just feel like when you're going up against them, they have this like very solid wall you're going and approaching. Blackhawk really trying to find like the weakness in their defense, but it just seems like Foxura always is able to handle the team fights and just kind of figure out like how much damage they're receiving, especially. I just think like the strategy from Foxura is going to be looking very, very good. But Blackhawk though, I think they do have the opportunity, like you said, they do have the opportunity to actually go up against it, because they're not out of the range just yet. They do have like 2 more games at least to try and get their spot into the grand finals. But here we go, like Foxura, game number 1, was looking fantastic. I still have a little bit of chills in my body, you know? Right? Those are really intense fights. A lot of these players, they try to move into their position, they try to catch each other off guard, and it's just a really huge back and forth of very intense pressure. But game number 2, I'm just thinking to myself like, alright, I wonder what kind of heroes they're gonna be banning.
Yeah, maybe they will ban Fredrin in the first place. Yeah, or maybe make a dan Alice maybe tidak kena ban.
Yeah, but I feel like if they do ban like the Fredrin and the Alice again, it leaves the game open for like Farmis as well as Valentina. Alice is going to be banned right off the bat here. Blackhawk really does not want to see Alice in this game. And Foxura though, they have to respond and see how to break the defense of Blackhawk in terms of the pick. Arla is going to be banned. Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna write this down real quick because I want to just jot down some of these bans as well. It's looking pretty good. Are they gonna be taken out? So Foxura, they are not gonna be the ones getting the Ireland. I think they don't want Blackhawk to be able to secure Ireland.
the power of light
so they ban it. Oh, and Kaja is going to be banned. They could ban the Valentina, but I don't know whether they would do that, because if you ban the Valentina, it leaves Farmis open for Blackhawk to take it.
Yeah,
But if you don't ban the Farmis, if you ban the Farmis, then that means Valentina is might be taken on the side of Blackhawk. They do have the first pick. And when they were
Time to
playing
drop
Valentina,
the beat of the flag. Your team
both
is
of them are not going to be banned here. Joy is going to be taken out in the process. So I wonder whether or not they will pick out these mage players actually.
Yeah.
You are facing
Glue is going to be picked. Wow, okay, they really want to play Glue in this game here. Oh, they're highlighting Johnson though. Don't tease me, Foxura. Farmis is going to be picked up. Alright, Farmis
Oh,
is going to be
Frederick.
picked up.
Frederick, yes,
Me?
Frederick
My
is
friend,
locked
he's
in.
going to be locked in.
Oh, nampaknya Frederick akan bermain untuk kali kedua dan nampaknya mereka tidak ban Frederick. Nampaknya mereka tidak, mereka maybe mereka macam dilema nak pilih Alice or Frederick untuk di ban. Tapi maybe mereka lupa Frederick untuk kebal. Dan nampaknya Frederick akan diberi peluang
Among the
itu
planes
dia.
exists
Yoro
the
Melissa akan
equilibrium,
bermain.
which I was
Oh my
made
So
for.
goodness.
Blackhawk main di situ.
Yeah, Melissa and Eve is going to be picked up. They didn't go for the Valentina actually. Oh, I would think that they will actually go up against Valentina, try to stop a little bit of pressure from the farmers, but it seems like they have a little interesting strategy of their own. So Foxura, do you think they'll go
Kindness
for
is the
Valentina
surest
instead?
path to
I'm not sure,
ruination.
but Yutong is going to be
Yutong.
picked up in the end here. Yutong, okay.
Oh, mereka untuk Foxura mereka telah tukar heroes nampaknya. Apakah respon terhadap untuk Blackhawk Mai, tapi nampaknya Foxura akan ban yang ketiga. Siapakah dia akan ban?
Now,
Oh,
Akai.
Akai.
Okay.
Akai akan kena ban.
Akai. Wow,
Okay.
Akai, if you made a prediction for Akai to be banned, I would never have gotten
Come
it.
on, Dad.
But
It's
Cloud
like showtime.
is going to be banned here as well.
Tapi nampaknya 1-1 akan available untuk bermain
Oh,
sebenarnya.
1-1 might be paid, like you said. Might be picked up here instead. They don't have to pick up the 1-1 right off the bat. They can actually pick it up later on. Foxura though. I'm not sure whether they're going to be going
Oh,
for
Bruno?
Bruno.
Football and
Yes,
Wow, Bruno, they're going for
Bruno.
Bruno.
picking.
Wow.
Oh, okay, gonna be
Virology
picking
is my
the-
craft.
the
Dicky
defense
is my
onto
name.
A little bit crazy. I didn't really expect this at
Fanny?
all. Fanny, going to be picked up instead. Fanny. And Diggy. Diggy is going to be able to hold a lot of position as a support. I think it's going to be good. But with Fanny in the mix, they only have two very squishy heroes.
my
Oh,
mission
they
to
shout to the
banish all
landslide
darkness.
instead. It seems like going to be a wiser idea. Landslide.
Hello, my
Estes is
friend.
coming.
Oh,
Estes
is in the game. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my goodness.
Oh, and
Wow.
Estes. Oh
Akhirnya saya tengok
wow.
Estes bermain bersama Diggy.
I don't think we got to see Estes played much in this
Yeah,
entire
like,
series.
Never.
Yeah, and
Yeah, like this is the first time Estes dah kena pilih untuk bermain sebenarnya untuk semi-final. Wow.
yeah, that's actually pretty interesting. I mean, like they have the farmers as well to keep the entire team up, but with Estes in the mix, that means some of these players might not be taken out very, very quickly as well. You're gonna keep your players up and running though. So I think I think their strategy is actually to keep the Bruno up and alive.
Yeah.
If he does get chased down, Bruno can dash out. But if they manage to catch him again, yeah, the farmers with the ultimate, and then if they take a little bit too much damage, you have the Estes linking to you, getting you more HP, and it keeps you in the fight so much longer. And looking into game number 2, which is about to begin, we have Blackhawk on the blue side against Foxura onto the red side. Oh, it's looking like a very, very spicy game. Oh, I'm actually getting a little bit nervous for both of these teams here. Oh, Shelly, right now, what can we do about Blackhawk against Foxura? Do they have to go for a little bit of the early game like they did in the first game?
Tapi untuk Blackhawk, mereka dah tukar beberapa hero dan nampak mereka cuba untuk bermain slow sebenarnya. Tapi Diggy mereka boleh jadikan support untuk tim Blackhawk. Tapi nampaknya untuk Foxura, mereka dah tukar 3 hero. Dan tapi untuk Blackhawk mereka ada Melissa, which is memang bagi good advantage. Tapi kalau berdasarkan Foxura, kalau Bruno lawan Melissa, which one is the most damage paling banyak sebenarnya antara dua hero?
I would say that's a little
You
bit,
are marksman.
yeah, that's a little bit tough to say because in the early game, Bruno is going to be able to do a little bit more damage. He can move into the team fights much quicker as well. But Melissa has the high attack speed, so she can actually go into the team fights very early too as well. So both of them, they have their own pros and cons. So in Bruno's idea, you have to really try to avoid getting into his space here because he can't really do tons of damage. But Melissa though really has the movement abilities as well. So I'm not sure whether or not it could go and swing to any person's point of view, especially when it comes to winning the team fights. But here we can take a look at moving into this jungle of Blackhawk. That's actually a pretty nice space denial. Mind Freak, okay, taking a little bit of damage into the top lane, but Neymar though. Oh, gonna be getting some heal from the Essence, keeping them alive.
Ya, nampaknya begitu sukar untuk menjatuhkan Bruno kerana SS telah datang untuk membantu. Tapi kalau untuk Blackhawk mereka akan MS dahulu sebenarnya. Tapi kalau SS ini memang high possibility Blackhawk tidak akan kalah ni. Ada SS telah muncul tapi itu dia SS berada di tengah. Tapi nampaknya bahkan bahagian bawah pula. Oh, nampaknya Glue berdekatan dengan Fredrin. Nampak Fredrin cuba untuk dapatkan Joy Boy, tapi begitu banyak damage yang diambil oleh Glue. Tapi pasal Fredrin terpaksa beralih daripada tempat tersebut. Tapi itu dia SS telah datang, maybe akan heal Fredrin. Tapi nampaknya untuk pada match kedua ini Blackhawk cuba untuk dapatkan Slaying the Turtle. Kenapa Foxura tidak ingin memberi respon tersebut? Mereka biar saja tidak ingin melakukan teamfight. Tapi tapi nampaknya Joy Boy telah attach pada Fredrin, tapi Fredrin begitu tidak low sebenarnya. Tapi nampaknya berlaku di bawah. Nampaknya cuba untuk kejar, tapi Blackhawk sempat melarikan diri daripada tempat tersebut, Daryl.
Yeah, that little play coming in from Blackhawk though, they do find a little bit of a play moving into their mid tower, but it just seems like Foxura though being able to pick that out, try to hold for the defense, very quick rotation and very nice reflex as well. So now the players are gonna end up falling. Right here, like we have the farmers very low in mana, gonna be forced to go back to their base here. Bruno seems to be having a very nice time farming in the top lane. He has been doing a lot of like very good ways of getting the last hit, so the gold increases a little bit more. But in the bottom lane, you just like they're just having Joyboy cutting the wave the entire time. But Yuton doesn't have a problem with that. He just deals so much damage, and he doesn't have to. Like he's gonna be able to farm underneath the tower, so he's gonna have no issue whatsoever. But Joyboy has to make a little bit of a rotation into the mid lane. Lancelot is very close by to try to start a little bit of a fight. But right now, there's 3 heroes in the top side here. Foxura has made a very nice rotation, but Danju taking a little bit of damage from Yuji Soul. And end up falling back here. Joyboy might be caught off guard as well, but the position of Blackhawk is doing very nice and favorite spot though. Might be caught off guard here. Yuji so gonna be using the pull to the Joyboy out of position, and Nitsu picks up yet another kill. Sonic Cutie measure no HP. Oh, get a double. Oh, Nitsu gonna be finding yet another kill. He has made a very beautiful rotation into the mid lane, and he's gonna be moving out to the top and try to stop the Melissa from pushing and taking too much of that farm. Oh, but the cutoff though, it might be just on time. Nitsu gonna be doing tons of damage. Mindful gonna get picked up. Nitsu gets a 3rd kill onto his favor.
Ya, betul, dan sampai menit yang keempat ini Foxura adalah dapat 3 poin dan nampak mereka cuba untuk mendapatkan lebih banyak team fight untuk dapatkan early fight-nya, tapi itu dia dapat Blackhawk juga untuk Sonic kita cuba untuk menghalau Foxura daripada meruntuhkan tower tersebut.
He managed to get it before falling back.
Tapi itu dia Ikuan sempat blink dahulu sebelum dikenakan oleh tim Blackhawk, tapi nampaknya untuk Blackhawk tertinggal tapi sama poin, tapi untuk gold point tidak begitu jauh sebenarnya, mereka seri.
Yeah, right now it seems that the front's going to be quite equal. They do have a lot of the objectives as well. Oh, but a lot of pressure coming into the top lane here. They do want to take it down before like, any of these players can defend this, but it seems that Farm is going to be the ultimate as well. Mindfree going to be taken out by Yuji So, but Nagi going to be chased down by Fat as well. Jubin no HP, gonna get knocked out. Nagi is going to be taken here, but Yuji So really wants more. He wants blood. Sonic Cutie, though, going to be protected by Joyboy. We move on to the front line, but Foxura is going to be falling back from this fight. They are happy picking out 2 of these players here, and Foxura, it seems that they have changed up their playstyle and want to go for the early game. They are going to be able to get a lot of their coordination very well, especially moving into this. The rotation for a lot of these players as well. They have been playing fantastic, and Blackhawk right now, they are the ones playing on the back foot here. They have to figure out a way to find a little bit of kills onto the team of Foxura, trying to catch them off in a solo play here. But I think with the Diggy pick, they're not going to be able to get into the fight as often as they would have liked. Going to be able to stop the fight as well, but they are also very squishy. Ooh, Farmers though on the other hand might be defending this against 3 of these heroes, but they have made a rotation down. Blackhawk going into the bottom lane, but it seems that Foxura, they have been able to see this little play as well, and they are going to be backing off safe and sound. Blackhawk's movement, they're just not able to find some of these players, trying to catch them off guard. It's not working for them. Oh, but Fat though, they do find Sonic cutie. He's very squishy. They might go for this fight, but Yuji So trying to go and dive into with his first skill. But it seems like Nagi on the other hand. Oh, they do find him. Oh, gonna find a dash though. Oh, he does dodge it with the triangle. Beautiful play. Very nice dodge, but Joy Boy, he wants more. He does meet 4 of these players though. Trying to pull one of the teammates back, but Nizu gets picked out. Joy Boy gets a shutdown. But finally commits the ultimate. It's a beautiful play here, but Joy Boy may able to dash out from this fight. And it seems like Fat though, we're gonna be in the middle of a fight of Blackhawk as well. Mindfree taking a little bit of damage. But you just saw coming from the flank. It just seems like they are going to be able to reach. They have the movement. And they are going to go back for the fight though. Sharon dropping low HP. He has to back up from this fight though. Oh, the ultimate has saved his life. Beautiful press of the skills here. Foxura, they do lose one of their players. Blackhawk being able to get at least one of their points onto their side. But the gold swing is not going anywhere. And Joy Boy going to be able to pick up yet another tower onto the bottom lane. Trying to secure more of the objectives as well. And Blackhawk, they do want to try and find more of this space that they have to look for this. But Foxura though, they're not letting down any of their defenses here. Shelly.
Tapi nampak Esther juga membantu. Esther telah bantu semua player untuk memberikan kill. Tidak mahu satu pun yang akan disline oleh tim Blackhawk. Tapi Blackhawk mengalami kesukaran kerana mereka tidak dapat satu player itu untuk disline. Kecuali Bruno. Tapi itu dah Joy Boy pula. Oh, Joy Boy akan berhadapan dengan 3 player tapi nampak dia telah dikejar oleh tim Blackhawk. Kita cari itu dia Bruno telah dapat Joy Boy Blue. Telah disline pada menit ke-8. Nampaknya Foxura akan berdahulu dengan 6 mata. Dan nampaknya untuk Fat pula offensive begitu tanky. Tapi dia jatuh senang. Tapi dia flank dia tu arah tersebut. Ulti telah digunakan. Tapi itu dia tidak dapat menjatuhkan Freddy. Begitu kuat begitu Freddy. Begitu tanky. Dan nampaknya Nagi akan berhadapan dengan Yuji So. Tapi dia dah dibantu. Nagi pula akan belakang diri daripada tim Foxura. Kerana SC itu dia kena pick up habis dia. Mereka cuba untuk dapatkan Nagi. Nagi cuba belakang diri. Melakukan blank banyak kali. Tapi dia itu dia. Dia cuba untuk belakang diri. Tapi itu dia Yuji So kejar. Yuji So kejar tapi dia tidak sempat. Dia akan Nagi pergi dahulu. Dia ingin memberikan Lancelot, memberikan peluang. Tapi itu dia. Respect the gameplay guys. Dan nampaknya bagian atas Hujung akan free farming di atas. Dan nampaknya Freddy cuba untuk jungle. Tapi nampaknya Blackhawk mereka cuba untuk melakukan defense bagian tengah. Mereka cuba untuk dapatkan team fight. Mereka cuba untuk berkumpul untuk dapatkan satu persatu. Tapi ini tidak akan mengganggu Foxura. Tapi Foxura mereka kembali. Mereka berdekati dengan sendiri. Mereka cuba untuk dapatkan team fight pada menit yang ke-9. Tapi nampaknya Fat. Oh, almost lagi. Tapi mereka cuba untuk dapatkan Lord sebenarnya Daryl.
Oh, they want to go for this Lord pick here. They're feeling very confident that none of these players are very nearby. Unless this is a bait though. Fado might be caught off guard. The triangle does not land here. But Fado, he's going to be very tanky, but the Lord is dropping low in HP. It seems that they have to go for this team fight actually. Oh, but Nagi gets the pick up here. Foxura, they have to go for this fight though. It's not going to be in their favor, but Joy is going to be in the middle of the fight as well instead of Foxura though. But Sharon, he's deep into Blackhawk's position. Going to be picked up by Mindfree. But Nagi though, he wants more, he wants blood, and if we're going to be taken out in the process, Mindfree picks up yet another kill. But Nitsu, he has to fall back. Don't want to get caught with the Joy Boy right now. Oh, he has to get away. Oh, this is looking like a very terrible situation for Foxura though. But it seems like Nitsu going to be forcing his hand as well. Oh, Joy Boy, be able to get a catch onto Nitsu. But he's going to be falling back here, dropping very low in HP. But they are going to be able to back away from this fight. Blackhawk, they aren't very happy with this two-hero trade, especially after taking the Lord. And they have made their way onto the mid lane. The Lord is pushing down, knocking onto their door. Oh, this is looking like a very tough situation for Foxura right now. They have to try to control these lanes. They have lost a lot of their towers here. But right now, Foxura though, they realize they're on the back foot here. Foxura taking tons of damage though. Blackhawk though, casting also spells, but Foxura has committed the ultimate farm. It's going to be end up falling. But Nagi dropping low, but not going to be picked off here. Committed to dash away very nice and quickly. So it just seems like Foxura is going to be a little bit off the back foot in this situation. The little swing is looking really good for Blackhawk here. Oh, but Five will be in the front trying to do a little bit of damage. Oh, Blackhawk though, they want to go for this. They're not falling for the bait, they're biding their time. Foxura on the other hand is going to be forced to defend the top lane the way they're moving around this map here. But Sharon, he has tried to cause a little bit of distraction into the mid lane, being able to hold this little aggression moving in from Blackhawk as well. And right now, Blackhawk, they have gained a lot of the map control, denying a lot of this space from Foxura. And right now, the gold has swung into their favor of 4,000.
Ya betul Daryl, nampaknya Foxura kena berhati-hati kerana kebanyakan tower telah dijatuhkan oleh tim Blackhawk. Dan nampaknya Blackhawk mereka cuba untuk melakukan push in terhadap Foxura. Tadi je Foxura telah datang untuk melakukan team fight. Ada mereka sebelah ini, cuba itu fight untuk dapatkan glow. Tapi glow begitu teknik, tapi nyawa telah banyak diambil. Berbeza 2 HP, tapi nampaknya mereka telah membuka ultimate, tapi mereka dapat finally. Nampaknya untuk bagian ini Foxura telah di-ambush oleh tim Blackhawk. Tapi mereka berundur daripada tempat tersebut. Tapi itu dia. Nampak Blackhawk cuba untuk melakukan flanking di bahagian atas. Tapi masing-masing player telah membuat recall. Mereka ingin kembali ke base dan mereka cuba untuk reset pada minit yang ke-11. Tidak, minit yang ke-12 sebenarnya. Nampak begitu tight, almost tight sebenarnya. Ini minit yang ke-12 memang actually begitu lama, Daryl.
Yeah. Right now, this game though is moving all the way into the late game, and these kills are not coming in though. But both of these teams are playing very, very wisely. They don't want to give out a lot of their space as well. Foxura though, they have a little bit less map control. Blackhawk has more space to move around here, and they are going to be camping around the spawn of the Lord. They want to take it and try to go for the GG push later on when they take the Lord. But here Foxura, they are going to be able to read that play coming in from the side of Blackhawk here, so they have to try and deny this space here. Foxura really has to go for this one. The Mind Freak is going to begin hitting the Lord, trying to take him down slowly but surely. But the entire team of Blackhawk is going to be pushing Foxura away from this fight. They have to move into this one, but Shari is going to be using the ultimate moving in. They do spot 3 of these heroes as well. But Joby going to be on the side though. Shari taking tons of damage, but Danjo going to end up falling. The Fireman uses the ultimate as well. Moving into Foxura here. They pick up 1 though. 2 end up falling. Myfree ends up falling as well though. But this fight is going to be really huge if Blackhawk going to be able to take this. Fire is a little bit dropping low in HP. He's going to be in a very unfavorable position, but he is very tanky. Joyboy, he's trying to do as much damage as he possibly can. Try to create a little bit of distraction here, but Yujiso dropping very low in HP. Going to end up falling. Nugget picks up yet another player here. Oh no, Nitsu, you have to get out of this fight, but Fat comes in trying to hold the defense here. If Nitsu survives this fight, he's going to be able to defend this. But Nagi got to be dodging this. It's going to be enough. No, it's not. Danjo picks him up instead. But Fat's going to be the only one alive. He finds one. He picks out 2. He does damage to 2 of these heroes. But Yujiso has respawned already, coming to the team fight. And it seems that I have to be backing out from this fight. Danjo providing a lot of pressure. And Joyboy almost get last hit by the Lord. That's so scary. But here, he'll be able to take the Lord just said. The last thing coming in, Nagi picks out yet the other one. But Fad, he gets end up falling here. Foxura is going to be on the back foot in this situation. This is looking like a very difficult situation for Foxura to defend this. Fad is going to respawn in 26 seconds. But it's going to be probably enough time until he respawns and he can defend as a whole team of 5. But they might actually go for the push here into the top lane. There's no time to defend this. They could go for this possibly. Shelly, what do you think Foxura has to do here?
Nampaknya Foxura sedang melakukan defense kuat kerana mereka tahu Lord akan datang pada menit yang ke-14. Tapi itu dia, mereka kena berhati-hati bagian atas kerana tahu bagian atas telah dihancurkan. Ini boleh memberi peluang untuk melakukan GGN. Tapi itu dah, kelima-lima player telah ada. Nampaknya mereka akan bersedia untuk dapat melakukan defense untuk kali kedua. Dan inilah betul-betul mereka kena Daryl. Tapi cuba Blackhawk cuba untuk dapatkan revenge terhadap Foxura. Tapi Foxura akan melawan mati untuk dapatkan defense. Tapi itu dia, mereka cuba untuk dapatkan Blackhawk. Tapi tu dah ambil begitu nyawa, itu low sekali. Tapi cuba dapatkan, mereka cuba jatuhkan 1 tower. Tapi mereka tidak balas pada Lord. Mereka balas pada Lord sekarang. Nampak mereka cuba balas pada Lord. Tapi dia play Blackhawk, mereka datang dari atas. Itu dia, Lord telah di... dia cuba tu dah, Lord dapat 1 tower dijatuhkan. Nampaknya untuk Fat akan diganggu pula oleh tim Blackhawk. Mereka cuba mengalahkan dengan oleh tanky. Tapi itu dia, mereka cuba dilakukan DJ position. Tidak. Almost lagi, tapi mereka melakukan defense. Tidak dapat defense. Mereka telah berjaya melakukan
Fad is still alive!
Ya, betul! Fad
Oh my goodness! But Mindfreak though didn't transfer damage onto Iguan right now. He has to get a big carve here. They lose to one of their players here. They're trading 1 for 2 right now. But Joy dropping low in HP. Bruno moving into the entire position of where Blackhawk is supposed to be. Right now they can't find a place to run away though. But Foxura applying tons of pressure. They have lost 3 of their towers here. But they want to go for this. They're trying to create a lot of pressure onto the side of Blackhawk, forcing them away from their base. And it seems that Blackhawk has succeeded in pushing into their crystal here. And Foxura has successfully defended, being able to take out 2 of their players as well. And oh my goodness, I think 3 of them actually went down in that fight. And Fad, the hero, being able to survive that fight for so long against 2 of their players. but being able to create some of that space, and I think Foxura, they're still in the game. They are not out of it just yet. They have to wait for like the third lord to appear, because that's going to be their time to shine.
Ya betul, Daryl. Nampak di minit ke-16 sekarang. Mereka baru bermain 30 minit sebenarnya, tapi minit ke-16. Foxura mereka cuba untuk defense dahulu, tapi tu Blackhawk mereka telah datang ke area Lord. Nampak mereka tunggu Lord untuk muncul. Nampaknya apakah response Foxura, tapi Foxura mereka cuba lakukan push in dahulu. Mereka tidak mahu Blackhawk untuk dapatkan Lord. Mereka cuba untuk mengganggu rancangan Blackhawk. Tapi tu Foxura, mereka cuba untuk satu-satu, tapi Nagi telah dapat. Alpha cuba untuk dapatkan Nagi, tapi Nagi Nagi tidak dijatuhkan. Itu tinggi kan. Tapi tu itu membuka ulti, tapi melokus begitu ramai player Foxura. Nampaknya Yuji juga very low HP, tapi access ada, tak apa. Itu dia, tapi mereka nampaknya mereka cuba beralih pada Lord. Nampaknya Blackhawk akan conquer bahagian Lord tu yang ketiga ini. Apakah respon Foxura? Foxura cuba untuk datang masuk ke Lord, tapi telah diganggu oleh Joy Boy. Mereka tidak dapat masuk, tapi Nagi cuba untuk dapatkan Lord tu yang ketiga. Yes, dia dapat Lord. Nampaknya Foxura melakukan defense kali ketiga. Akan dihentam kali ketiga. Nampaknya tapi tidak akan mengganggu Foxura. Tapi inilah defense akhir untuk Foxura. Apakah respon terhadap Blackhawk sebenarnya? What do you think, Daryl?
Oh my goodness, right now Foxura, they are going to be under very, very strong disadvantage with the Lord pushing into the mid lane. They have to stay in their base and hopefully go for a huge defense play. They have to really spread out and don't get into the AoE of a lot of these players. They need to space out as much as they possibly can. Fado sending into the front line so much. He's dropping very low on HP. Oh my goodness, but he is really tanky though. For these players to try to take him down though. But it seems like it's not going to be enough just to be able to dash away to the fight. Aqua dropping low HP. We're going to be saved by the front of his ultimate as well. Sharian taking some damage as well. But Yuji so we're going to be moving in, trying to find one. He's coming to the flicker. But Sharian almost gets one of the players though. Sonic Q dropping low HP. The pick but Sharian gets picked up by Mind Freak. Mind Freak is coming in really strong though. But they have been able to take the Lord now. I don't see him on the map at all. But they want to go for the crystal here. This is looking really rough right now. They have to defend this as much as they can. They want to go for this. They have to see this one coming out. Foxura dropping very low HP. They take it out for the heroes and then GG. Blackhawk takes game number 2. Rata. Oh my goodness.
Oh
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
I need to take a breather here. That was such an intense game yet again. Wow. Okay. So it seems like game number 2, Blackhawk has been able to secure yet again another spot. And the last game is going to be the decider match for them to see who's going to go into the grand finals.
Wow, sengit perlawanan antara Foxura bersama dengan tim Blackhawk. Nampaknya even though mereka mereka tukar hero, tapi Foxura tidak dapat defense the crystal untuk kali kedua, tapi mereka cuba untuk defense the crystal untuk kali tiga kali, dan mereka cuba defense the Lord sebenarnya. Tiga Lord hancur, tapi malangnya satu persatu telah dislain. Mereka tahu mana satu kekurangan Foxura, tapi Blackhawk dapatkan GGN terhadap Foxura, dan nampaknya match yang ketiga ni akan menunjukkan siapa akan jadi masuk ke final. Betul sengit sekali gameplay daripada dua tim ini, Daryl.
Yeah, that is right. I feel like the way they've been playing for Blackhawk, they went for the Melissa pick. They didn't really have the early game as much compared to the Bruno, being able to get a lot of the early game pressure, applying it onto Blackhawk. But at the late game, Melissa had the attack speed and was able to take down a lot of their players, because when you get your items up, you're going to be able to like just deal and dish out tons of attack speed and damage onto like any of the players who want to go into the front line. So you have to play as a team. You have to try to go for the catch. But Bruno, on the other hand, he attacks a little bit slower. He has the damage as well to like cover for that. But it just seems like attack speed at the late game is just so important. It's just so precious. But Bruno doesn't have that. He really did have the damage. He was going to be able to do tons of damage. But I think on the side of the defense on Blackhawk, they were able to actually suppress and negate some of that damage as well. There's some items that prevent you from getting bursted down with a huge physical damage. And I think that's what really made the difference. And for me, like the Melissa pick moving to the late game, she was able to space out a lot in the team fight. She didn't get picked off so much and as often as in the first game. But in game number 2, he kind of like cleaned up the movement, especially. But here, the score, Blackhawk MAB with 15 against Foxura with 10. Foxura, they were trying a lot, they're making a lot of plays. There's a lot of work coming in from them as well. Trying to stop the momentum of Blackhawk in the mid game. They did have the early game. but I think it wasn't just enough yet. They were not able to secure more of the map control like they did in game number 1. And in game number 2, they weren't able to secure the top lane. Like the top tower was very low in HP, the tier 2 especially, and I think they weren't able to take it at all because like the moment Blackhawk got the lanes and they got the towers, like the crews are just pushing in automatically, so it denied them pushing out because you don't want to stay on the map way too long. They are going to rotate and try and hunt you down, make your respawn time so much longer, and the more you keep falling, the more they're gonna get farmed out, and that's not what you want in that situation. But game number 2 was actually a pretty long game. It was so intense. Now these players end up falling very quickly, but the late game fight was so crucial that it was just enough time for them to just like go into the base and just go for like the GG push onto the crystal. But here I don't know what Foxura could do like much better in this situation, Shelly. Is there anything they should do, like trying to hold that defense?
Nampaknya kita perlukan Alice sebenarnya. Tapi Blackhawk telah megang keperluan untuk ban Alice, tapi nampaknya Blackhawk tahu dah apa kekurangan Foxura. Nampaknya mereka cuba untuk kembalikan hero yang sama ataupun akan tukar hero maybe. Dan masing-masing dah tahu pergerakan musuh, dan nampaknya untuk yang match ketiga mereka akan keluarkan lagi all out sebenarnya untuk all the heroes. Mereka cuba untuk dapatkan Fanny maybe?
Maybe it's possible. They could really go for the Fanny. Oh, but here like it's so tight though. Game number 1 and 2 were concluded, and Foxura be able to take game number 1. Blackhawk taking game number 2. But which of these teams are going to be taking game number 3? The decider match to see who's going to be going into the grand finals and who's going to be falling down into the bronze match.
Ya betul, Daryl. Tapi nampaknya Foxura dengan Blackhawk, wow, saya tidak boleh predict siapa akan menang kerana yang ketiga betul-betul mengerikan kerana mereka akan cuba untuk mengejutkan kita. Mereka cuba stun kita gunakan ulti.
Yeah, I feel like getting stunned by like someone cool right into the wall. Akai knocked me to the wall. Oh, this stun is so insane. I cannot. I don't know what to think right now. Like Foxura, they played a very good game number 1. Blackhawk, on the other hand, they played a better game number 2 compared to their first game. Right now, it seems like they are able to play to that strategy instead, being able to secure the late game. But I don't know whether or not, like in this situation, you want to go for the early game, go for like more of the snowball effect, because both of the games that we got to witness, they went very late in this into like the 16-17 minute mark. They're trying to go for like the Lord, which is buffed up, and then they wanted to go and fight each other when everybody is farmed out, trying to see my 5 is better than your 5 in terms of farm, in terms of spells, in terms of like the way you control the team fight especially. So I wonder whether or not this game they actually want to go for the early game, try to apply more pressure and actually stop them in their tracks. I mean, if you take more of their towers in the early game, you deny a lot of their space into their own jungle, so even less farm can be made for a lot of the cores. And I mean, if your jungle is not farm, your gold laner is not farm, like you can't really do much to defend. You need the items to like defend this and do tons of damage to the opponents. But if they deny you this space, you're not going to be able to get out of this sticky situation. Even you want to go into the late game, you can't get out of your base because your towers are just being pushed in. And that's a very tough spot to be in. So it seems like both of these teams, they want to go for the late game here.
Betul. Nampak permainan tadi Foxura untuk match kedua mereka cuba untuk bermain team fight pada early game, tapi itu tidak berjaya. Nampak mereka cuba untuk main late game maybe 2 team if mereka bermain late game. Nampaknya akan begitu lama lah, maybe main 1 jam 30 minit maybe.
If they go for the 90-minute game, I'm going to cry. I mean, if you play the game until 40 minutes, do you think your respawn time is like 100 seconds?
Yeah, probably yes.
It's you just put down your phone, you can go to the jamban, you can even go and take water.
Can makan.
You can call your girlfriend, boyfriend, like, hey, like just so you know, I there for 100 seconds, so we can talk for a while, like how's your day?
How's your day? Where's my boosting?
Yeah. Please give me boosting like there for 100 seconds, like I need this help, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so game number 3 though, like I didn't really expect like these teams to be able to get into this state of the game. But taking a look at how these players are matching up against each other, it's such a close matchup. I don't really know what to expect anymore. Like they really want to go into the top 2 position, and so do I. I want to see who's going to be able to make it past this.
Ya, adakah musang ataupun burung helang Raja Wali?
Raja Wali, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a crazy word, you
Yeah,
know.
it's such a crazy word.
Yeah, I mean like hawk is already one syllable, and then Raja Wali is like 4 syllables. It's like, oh my goodness, if you want to say that in Bahasa and you're like saying the name so often, you're like, like, I'm gonna be tongue twisted the entire time. But fox is like fox.
Yeah, fox
Musa.
is fox.
Yeah, fox, hawk, fox, hawk.
Fox hawk.
Hawk fox,
Siapa
you know.
tadi makan? Adakah helang akan makan musang ataupun musang akan makan helang yang match ketiga?
Yeah, here I really have no idea how they're gonna be going for this, but I really think like in this matchup, I can't really recall which of these players that have to be taken care of, but I feel they might go for the Melissa ban. Yeah, they might have to go for the Melissa ban, but it really opens up the game to having Faramis and Valentina again. I'm surprised they didn't go for the Valentina, but it did work out in their favor. The Eve was able to do tons of damage again, and I think being able to escape in the fights was just really great. Even the Faramis and the Estes wasn't even able to keep up with the damage output coming in from Blackhawk. So I'm actually not very sure how Foxura can go for the ban here, because they are going to be switching back into the blue side and Blackhawk going to be on the red side. So here Blackhawk might be a little bit of a disadvantage. Based on the team that we're seeing, the blue team has been the one being able to secure that victory.
Ya, betul.
I mean the pick ban phase is actually very important. If you don't ban the Valentina, then you can't really pick Faramis. But if you don't ban the Faramis, then you have to like I mean if you ban the Faramis, you don't really have a very strong laning phase with you pick Valentina. There really is not much of a huge swing. But if you ban the Valentina, then Faramis is out to free reign, especially in the lane. But it seems like Blackhawk has been able to actually make a comeback from that, being able to do tons of damage, especially in the late game. Faramis wasn't able to get his items as much as he would have wanted here. So I really don't know what they can go for.
Actually, I was curious why they banned Akai for the first place.
I feel like if they ban Akai in the situation, I think they're afraid of the team fights coming up to them. They don't really want to get their key heroes being knocked into the wall, especially the Estes as well as the Faramis.
true.
If you get locked down, you can't press your buttons, and you just end up falling, then your team fight gets weaker. I think that's the mindset that they were going for. But here we go into the pick ban phase with Foxura going first. Joy gonna be taken out of the entire equation. Oh my goodness! We never get to see Joy, and I feel like lots of these points are going to be coming out with some of these people that we know.
Alice going to be asking for
Alice again. Alice going to be taken out once more. Okay, so Joy is not going to be in the game. Alice as well. It seems like they really respect Foxura's Alice play here. I think it's a really huge respect. Oh, Mythical is going to be banned. Oh, Minsitar.
Oh, okay. That's
We-
unexpected, but
Oh,
Kaja.
Kaja!
Power of
Kaja is
light
going to be banned here
incarnate.
as well. Oh, that means Faramis and Valentina is going to be exposed yet again. But Blue also might be going to be picked up here. Joy Boy is really good at playing Blue. And I don't think they're really fair. They are able to handle it. Oh, but Arla is on the table. And Arla is going to be selected here. Arla going to make a debut yet again. Alright. Blackhawk, what do you have in store for us here? You'd be crazy if they went for the Faramis Valentina pick.
yeah.
I would
it
be
will
so upset if
crazy.
they go for it as well though. Oh, but Melissa are gonna be picked out right off the bat. Wow, they go for the pick straight away.
Horology is my
Oh, and
craft.
Diggy.
is my name.
You're gonna go for Diggy. It was working in their favor. So I think they don't want to reset any of the strategies here. They want to pick out some of the heroes that they have went for as well. From the second game, they don't want to change the recipe so much here. Alright, let's see what Foxura has in store first.
Oh,
1-1.
1-1.
Okay.
1-1 is coming with
1-1
Frederick.
against and Frederick going up against the Melissa. Ooh. Oh, it seems like they're gonna bring out the big guns in this situation. Shelly, I feel like these players though, they don't want to give out a lot of their positioning. And I think they have the right idea as well.
Ya, mereka menunggu saya masa sesuai untuk dapatkan one maksudnya. Dan itu dia. I tadi pilih one kan. I macam one nak main tapi akhirnya mereka dah nak one. Tapi one versus Melissa. Oh, Farsa. Oh, Farsa kena ban nampaknya.
Oh, okay. Foxura, what are you gonna be banning in this situation? I wonder whether or not you're gonna have you can mind read them. I feel like if you ban one of their junglers as well, like if you ban the Martis, you will be looking pretty good. Oh, but Lancelot! Oh, causing a lot of issues. Okay. But it does leave the Martis in the open here. Ooh.
Martis memang open lah.
Yeah, it's gonna be so open right now.
Blue pun open sebenarnya. Blue is open and available.
Yeah.
Valentina and
Farsa
also
open as well.
Also open.
But I don't think they'll go for this pick, especially moving into this. Like game to be reading this, but Martis gets picked up. Martis gets picked up. Oh, he's such a popular pick. Oh, Valentina. Oh, you're gonna be picked up here. Oh, okay, but I feel like if you pick up the Valentina here, you can copy the Diggy.
Yeah.
How are you gonna be picked up? Okay.
I harness it.
Valentina, you're gonna get selected here. Oh, I bummed out, but not really. It's totally fine. Just breathe. But Kai, go pick Franco!
Oh, Franco is coming!
Franco!
Franco! Oh,
I would have never been able to predict that at
Oh,
all.
I didn't predict it at all.
Oh, but it seems like Foxura wants to go for an early game. They want to try and find a little bit of the early pickoffs. Let Franco hit level 4 very quickly, and then just kind of collapse on whoever Franco gets the hook on. Oh, but Khalid. Oh, he's gonna be doing tons of damage.
Oh,
Khalid!
Khalid.
I give the
They
word.
do make Khalid.
Okay, we got the Aladdin guy.
Yeah, we have Mr. Aladdin in the game. This is an Aladdin Pro player. Okay, so Foxura though, they have given us a little shock with the Franco pick. But here they do have the Khalid though. They do have Aladdin in the mix. And I don't know how to predict this game. Like Foxura, I feel like Foxura has to go for a little bit of a snowball situation. They have to kind of go for a little bit of pickoffs, try to find a lot of momentum in the early game, especially try to force the players of Blackhawk to kind of fall back and play a little bit more passively, but they have to deny a lot more space. So I really think Foxura, they have an idea, but I'm not sure whether they're going up against Blackhawk. They could have a little bit of an upper hand. But right now, going into the decider game number 3, Foxura on the blue side, and on the red side we have Blackhawk. Oh, this is going to be looking like a very, very spicy game.
Ya betul, Daryl nampaknya. Sekarang Franco berdekatan dengan Khalid bagian bawah. Oh, bersama Alok sebenarnya, tapi Khalid cuba untuk naikkan diri dahulu daripada genggaman Franco. Dan sampai bagian atas Melissa dengan One akan berjumpa, tapi itu dia. Menit yang lebih kurang seminit ini, mereka tidak ingin melakukan apa-apa team fight. Mereka cuba untuk dapatkan late game sebenarnya. Mereka tahu late game is better than early fight, tapi mereka cuba untuk farm, tapi itu Digi akan cuba untuk dapatkan one bahagian di atas. Tapi one begitu banyak damage yang diambil. Tapi nampaknya Franco telah datang untuk membantu Franco dalam bushes. Tapi nampaknya Martis juga ada berdekatan ke situ. Asperdin juga berdekatan. Nampaknya one dia kena heal, kena damage atau mereka begitu sakit sebenarnya. Tapi itu dia. Oh, Franco terlepas daripada Sonic Kitty.
Oh my goodness.
Almost dapatkan tapi terlepas. Calculation off sebenarnya. Tapi ikut Waksa atau fallback dahulu. Nampaknya Sonic Kitty dah tahu di mana keberadaan itu. Maling dia punya cute sampai tu. Tapi tidak Anjo akan diberi damage oleh tim Nizo. Tapi itu dia Joy Boy. Dia sudah dapatkan Nizo. Tapi Nizo sempat blink ke arah tower. Dan ini sempat. Tapi itu dia dapat first blood. Franco telah display pada minit yang pertama. Dan nampaknya Blackhawk dapat 1 point berbanding dengan point. Blackhawk juga mendahului Foxura. Dan nampaknya bagian atas pula. Oh, nampaknya One juga dapatkan Melissa. Tapi begitu sulit sebenarnya. Tapi Joy Boy begitu comel ni emojinya. Dan nampaknya Fat, the Fredrin memang tadi kejar. Tapi cuba tak dapat. Oh, dia dapat. Dia dapat Diki. Tapi Diki begitu kesel. Tapi dia dapat belakang diri daripada Ikon sebenarnya. Tapi tu dah Ikon beralih kepada Turtle. Tapi Foxura dapat Turtle. Dan dia dapat lagi. Dia dapat lagi. Oh, Sonic kita begitu damage. Begitu low HP. Tapi nampak Joy betul cuba dapatkan Ikon. Tapi tidak dapat. Oh, Joy Boy. Oh, dia kena ulti sebenarnya.
Oh my goodness! Sharon gonna be able to pick out Joy Boy. Nitsu gonna be able to have a very nice rotation, picking out yet another kill. Kali trying to hold the defense as much as he possibly can here. Oh, but Danju not gonna be able to hold any of these plays as well. Right now, it just seems like on the top side we have Fighting Kai as the 1-1 going up against the Mind Freak. So they are going to be trading farm. They do not want to give up any of their defenses as well. But it seems like Fighting Kai going to be able to... Mind Freak gets the case of the money crab. Oh, very nice play. But Ikwan though holding the defense. But Melissa has a little bit of an escape ability. But Ikwan though, he's going to be standing there very patiently with his golden axe and hook. Ooh, gonna go for the blind hook, and he does land though! Finding Kai, he wants blood, he's going for more, he gets it, and Mind Freak is gonna be slaughtered. The Butcher has come and arrived, Ikwan coming in with the heat. That's a beautiful read coming in from reading onto your opponent of Mind Freak. You're in their heads here. But Nagi finally kill on Shari gets the tower. He got a little bit too greedy. Oh, gonna end up falling though, Sharon. They're gonna take a fall here, gonna find a very fast taxi all the way home to his spawn here. But Sonic Cutie gonna be forced to move back here. Foxura has made a huge rotation into the top lane. Mind Freak is back, the hook doesn't really land, but Sonic dropping very low HP. Mind Freak though, on the other hand, is coming in very strong, but 1-1. He has to fall back though. Finding Kai doesn't want to go into this engagement here. The rotation for Blackhawk has already moved onto the top lane, but Foxura, they might actually pinch her and the top lane. Oh, but the hook coming in beautifully. Danju gonna be saved as well. Mind Freak gonna be fighting that another fight. But Sonic Cutie gonna be able to break out of that situation though. Oh, Finding Kai ends up falling by 8 quadruple low HP. Joy Boy picks up yet another kill. The Joy Boy finds it again, but needs to maybe coming in trying to clear the with a distraction. The tower is dropping very low HP. They are gonna be able to take and secure the first tower of the game here. Oh, Foxura trying to go for a little bit of a cast on the turtle, but the rotation coming in from them is looking really good, but Nagi gets the kill here.
Mereka KS Turtle Daryl pada mid yang keempat. Oh, nampaknya tu Foxura mereka cuba untuk kejar. Mereka cuba untuk melakukan early fight untuk terhadap Blackhawk. Tapi itu dia Blackhawk mereka cuba menghalau ke bagaimana mereka cuba untuk menghalau ke Alot sebenarnya.
Yeah, it just seems like here Blackhawk, they want to really find the momentum, which they do have. The gold swing is not as much as you would think with 1000 in their favor, but that is not going to be helping a lot here. If the gold swing was a little bit more, Foxura is going to be in a very tough situation. But here Blackhawk might just move into the bottom lane. Really, he was making a huge rotation, but Arla hanging around in the bush, Fat taking a little bit of damage as well. Oh, but Arla might be caught off guard here. Oh, Evan has the ultimate. Oh, that's not good. You're gonna get out. Oh, it's gonna be enough. Dungeon picks out Shari yet again. Blackhawk is gonna be able to take yet another kill. But Fat here has to hold this defense. And sure, these heroes though really providing a lot of pressure onto the bottom lane. Oh, but the mid lane, Joy Boy dropping low HP. Nitsu almost picks out yet another kill. But it's not going to be enough. Bottom is going to end up falling very quickly as well. And that is gone though. The last tower of tier 1 is going to be remaining into the mid side. And Blackhawk, they do want more of this. They do want more of that space. And here we go. The swing has begun to this side into the 2k range as well. Franco though trying to land the hooks here. They do fine! Oh, the blink back! Joy Boy gonna get caught off guard. He's gonna end up falling. Sonic Kitty trying to come for the save. But it seems like Blackhawk gonna be able to jump to this fight. It ends up falling though, but Fudge with no HP. They'll be able to tank this. But Sharon though, he's not giving up just yet. Oh, but he is gonna give up right now. Gonna fall back. It's gonna be enough. 1-for-1 is gonna be a very good trade here. But Foxura, they do defend the mid lane, and I think it's gonna be enough for them. Finding Kaido, he has to find a little bit more farm as well. He's going to be hitting level 8 very soon. The Blackhawk though going to be advancing into the enemy jungle. Foxura really doesn't want to give that away from them. But Shari is taking so much damage, you have to get out. Why are you walking so slow? Oh no, jump back in! Oh, he's gonna get another hit! He does get it! Shari, he picks it up! It's a straight up kill! Oh my goodness, Shari, you maniac! Oh my god! Okay! Oh my god,
that was crazy!
Oh, I didn't expect that at all! Oh my god, but Nagi, he's gonna be taking the turtle. Okay, but Nagi picks it up anyway, but Ikon trying to stop it though, but it's not gonna be enough. And that's going to be the last turtle of the game. It's going to be a low, but dropping low HP. Needs to be able to pick up yet another kill though. But Ninsu, yes, picks it up together with Finding Kai. Blackhawk losing a little bit of momentum, and right now they have managed to even out the score of 8-8. The goal lead is not swinging anymore right now. It's looking like this could be anybody's game. And Blackhawk though, they have realized they have been applied with some of that pressure as well. They don't want to rotate. They're getting a little bit overconfident in terms of the rotation here. They have to be worried about Ikwan. Ikwan doesn't land the hook. Oh, I thought he did land it, but he just hit on like the Bulbasaur. Oh my goodness. I just thought there's going to be a little bit of a huge potential kill. And here we go, we have Diggy trying to create a little bit of distraction into the mid lane. Foxura on the other hand though, they really want to try to cause a little bit of distraction as well. Oh, but he does get the KS off. Oh, they don't get the KS yet. Okay, they don't be able to get the red buff just yet. But it really is going to force Foxura to fall back into their side of the map here. Blackhawk might be advancing into this. Oh, the hook doesn't land. Okay, so they do realize they can go into this fight. Melissa doing tons of damage. They want to take the mid tower, but Eve has cast the ultimate as well. Aqua coming in, trying to stop the flank coming in as into the position of Foxura. They're going to be forced to move back here. But Shelly, what do you think Foxura has to do in this situation? Oh,
Nampaknya untuk Foxura mereka cuba untuk defense kerana untuk Blackhawk mereka cuba untuk push in terlebih dahulu terhadap Foxura. Tapi itu dia nampaknya untuk Foxura mereka cuba untuk counter Airlock. Dapat 20 saat lagi keluar akan muncul. Tapi itu Khalid bagian atas cuba untuk flanking. Tapi one-one tidak akan mendapat. Tapi Ikwan telah cedak pakai Sonic Kitty. Tapi orang sendiri, oh tapi itu dia. Belakang dapat Sonic Cutie. Oh, tapi itu Danjo pula bagi bawah dia cuba untuk defense the turret. Tapi itu dia nampaknya kalau dia akan pergi ke bawah dan mereka cuba bagi bawah cuba untuk flank ke atas. Dan nampaknya Lord akan muncul. Mereka telah
the hook lands again.
Ikwan dapat Danjo, tapi Nagi tu dapatkan Ikwan. Tapi apa lagi? Oh, itu banyak damage dapat lagi. Tapi itu Ikwan telah dislain. Oh, dapat satu persatu Foxura telah dislain nampaknya. Oh, tapi dia mencuba balik. Oh, tapi itu double kill untuk tim Blackhawk.
Oh, Joy was low HP. Oh, but he gets the heal up though. This spell, he managed to cast this spell to heal up. Finding Kaido, causing a little bit of distraction, going to be taking the mid side. But Fado taking tons of damage. 40 going to be collected onto his position here. He's so low, he's going to end up finishing up. Buying free piece and get another kill, but Nizu has to fall back from that one. He doesn't want to end up falling here, giving some of the lead to Blackhawk. But the flag coming from Finding Kai, trying to deal much damage on the Joy, but the ultimate is being used. It's a beautiful play. Managi taking tons of damage as well, but he has to get out of this fight though. He has the movement though. Managi going to be able to chase into the position. He has to keep attacking. He's trying to back off from this fight, but the Lord has going to be waking up from his base. Oh, that's a very, very nice hold. The Lord is helping Finding Kai and Aquan trying to land the hook, but doesn't really get it though. The Blackhawk is in this position here. Aquan, I feel like he's going to be in really deep trouble. Danjo picks another kill though, but Foxura, they're really close by, trying to go for this fight, but Sherry dropping low in HP. He has to get out of this fight here. Nagi going to be deep into position though, but Sherry gets picked up by Danjo with a double kill. Ninsu has to get off of this spot as well, but it seems like Danjo moving into Ninsu is looking like a very dire situation. I don't think they have to fight for this one. Foxura has to fall back onto this position, but Blackhawk has the upper hand, and they want more, they want blood, and they are going to be falling back from this. They had enough of that fight, but Foxura on the other hand though, they have to hold this defense against the Lord here, and Blackhawk has the upper hand. Shelly, what can Blackhawk do to make this a better game for themselves here?
Nampak mereka cuba untuk lakukan team fight terhadap Foxura. Foxura, mereka cuba hati-hati kerana Blackhawk akan dapatkan team fight satu persatu. Dia akan cuba untuk slang. Tapi dia fight, aku cuba lagi daripada team Blackhawk. Tapi Blackhawk telah berjatuhkan satu lagi tower. Nampaknya untuk Blackhawk, mereka tidak. Mereka ingin kendaraan. Mereka cuba untuk M satu persatu. Heroes yang begitu kurang. Tapi itu dia Foxura, mereka kembali ke defense. Nampak yang Lord akan datang bagian bawah. Nampak yang fight akan mendahului untuk menjaga Lord dahulu. Tapi itu bagian atas. Ikwan pula akan dikejar oleh Blackhawk. Tapi itu Ikwan itu dah bisa berbagi sekali. Tapi dia telah dislain oleh Khalid. Nampak untuk Foxura satu persatu telah dislain. Dan nampaknya Max akan pergikan further pula. Oh, nampaknya untuk Blackhawk mereka dah nampak future nampaknya. Tapi telah satu tower telah dijatuhkan. Mereka cuba untuk jatuhkan Lord pula. Mereka pusing melalui bawah. Tapi nampaknya Blackhawk telah dapat satu persatu. Mereka cuba dapatkan. Tapi itu dia dapat Fredrin. Nampak satu tank telah dijatuhkan. Tapi mereka cuba dapatkan bawah. Tapi itu dia dapat lagi Alot. Oh, nampaknya mereka cuba dapat dari bawah. Oh, mereka cuba jatuh satu tower. Tapi mereka cuba dapat
Ikwan, he got the ultimate as well. Nagi's going to be caught as well, but he got very low HP. Finding Kai, he want to find more. He's going to be dealing tons of damage. The ultimate has been used, but Nagi is going to be able to tank this though. Finding Kai not be able to pick up yet another kill. He's so low HP, but Danju, he overstepped though. But Finding Kai, oh my god, the ultimate is survive this! But he's inside Danjo. He's gonna be able to survive. There's so little HP. The spell with the Aegis came in the nick of time, but it seems like it's gonna be a GG push, and Blackhawk is gonna be able to secure game number 3. That is the decider. Blackhawk is gonna make it into the top 2. Rata! Oh wow, that was such an intense game number 3. I could not, I was holding my breath so much. Oh, but Foxura, they are going to be knocked out into this top 4. They are going to be ending up into the bronze match. That was a crazy fight. I don't know, I have no words to say, but that was such a good effort from both sides. So much intensity from both sides as well. They were playing with like their claws out, their teeth is bared, you know, and I'm like just telling to myself like, wow, MOBB high level plays, like just another level that I never got to witness in my own ranked games. And oh wow, okay, that is just such an incredible game number 3 that we got to witness coming in from Blackhawk. Oh my goodness, I am stunned yet again. I am so stunned right now. I really thought Foxura really had the game as well, but I think they're just them being able to pick up the Melissa. I think that is one of their star heroes that they have to be taking a note of. And Blackhawk, they have been able to play a very nice strategy against Foxura. I think the Franco pick though, I think it kind of worked out. They were able to get a lot of the crazy pick-offs, but it wasn't going to be enough. It seems like for Blackhawk on the other hand, when they got strong enough, they got more tanky, and they got more of their items as well. Foxura's Franco hooks weren't going to be enough to cut it though. Like losing the Lord in that process was just very, very devastating. Just not picking out some of these kills, some of these players just dropping so low in HP. Oh, it's just so close. I could just, it's like you cannot see the health kind of thing, you know. And wow, I saw the 1-1 trying her best to just like
Yes.
but it's just enough. I felt it. Oh, the defense though, it didn't really happen. It seems like Blackhawk might be able to just kind of step back from that fight, giving a chance for Foxura to make a little bit of a comeback, which they're really strong at. But Blackhawk has been able to kind of deny that space from Foxura. But that's a really good job coming in from Blackhawk. Going to be moving all the way into the top 2. But Foxura though, you're not out of the running just yet. You are going to be waiting for who's going to be in your bronze match here. But Blackhawk, oh my goodness, I just cannot reiterate how much that you have played your hearts out. That was a really good game coming from you guys. And congratulations, you're in the grand finals. Yeah, like that's gonna happen tomorrow, and you are gonna be waiting for who your opponents are going to be later on. Oh, okay. Okay. I just need to like I'm just looking at the pick bands here, and I'm like, I'm just gonna be surprised if tonight we get to see Joy. That's all I'm saying. If we get to see Joy tonight, I'm gonna be astounded. We don't get to see her at all. I don't know what could have went better for Foxura. Like, I don't know what they could have done here. But taking a look at the post-match stats, we have Foxura with 11 points against Blackhawk Mai with 19 points. Mind Freak was picked off actually quite a few times in the early game, but was able to make a little bit of a safer play, being able to farm up. The rotations coming in from the entire team of Blackhawk was able to keep Mind Freak alive to farm out even more, find even more space in terms of their jungle, like their own jungle, and just being able to move around the map very, very quickly was what made Mind Freak super strong with the Melissa. So I think that was a really good play coming in from Blackhawk. Like they were able to catch a lot of these players. The Khalid was the surprising fact that we didn't get to see. Aladdin came into the rescue, like just doing tons of damage. We got to see a lot of clutch plays coming in from the Khalid as well, like just being able to heal up. But that is the first match against Foxura and Blackhawk. We got to see 3 of the games being played out, and before we go into the last match of the night, which is going to be MV Originz against MAB, we are going to take a very short break, so don't go anywhere guys. The epic games are coming to you in a short while, so don't go anywhere, okay? Just stay here, and also while you're at it, subscribe, follow, share, like. Yeah. So we see you guys in a bit. Hello and welcome back to the stream of Rise to Fame Executive College Cup. This is your caster Bambi. Here with me, it's
Shelly.
hello.
Hi.
Yeah, so if you guys missed out from the break, we had very intense games of Foxura against Blackhawk. We managed to get all the way into game number 3, where Blackhawk made it all the way into the grand finals and Foxura just be taken down to the bronze match. Yeah, though that first match was just really intense. I really had no idea what to expect here. Shelly, how do you think about those games? The games 1, 2, and 3?
Wow, so crazy. Kita stun may kali dah saya ni.
Yeah, I really got stunned as well. I mean, like in my head, I was thinking to myself, like the most interesting play I got to see was when I think Danju was hitting the Arlet, and then the Arlet managed to come back with solo HP and then just like snipe and then turn it around.
the Melissa versus
Oh, it's Melissa.
Yeah, Melissa versus Arlet.
It's the Arlet, yeah. Then the Arlet
that's
dash
a
back
very
and then just like
epic,
snipe. Yeah, that was a pretty cool play. Oh, but you guys, you should definitely see how the top 4 was planning out to do this. So you really should take a look at like the replays of our VODs. But here we go, you can take a look at the tournament brackets. Blackhawk is going to be awaiting their second player into the grand finals here. MV Originz and MAB Esports are going to be the teams you're going to be taking our eyes on in this best of 3 series. And MV, they are coming in looking very strong, but MAB as well. Both of these teams do have the potential to make it into the grand finals, and I can't wait to see what they have in store for us here. And for the semifinals number 2, match number 1 is going to be Originz on to be the blue side, and MAB going to be on the red side here. So it's going to be looking like a very spicy game, I feel. I mean, MAB, they did mention before, like I think you guys doing the interview, they do like some of these interesting picks like Layla, like Saber. I mean, I don't think Originz want to ban those and waste a slot in the ban slot, but if they do manage Joy, for example, you definitely want to ban the Joy the entire time, but right now I'm really hyped up for the second match of the night, game number 1 in the ban pick phase. MV against MAB. Let's see what you're gonna have in store for us here. How do you want to handle this? I feel like Joy is going to be picked up. Valentina is going to be banned. Okay, Valentina is going to be banned. I like to see that. Well, I mean, they do ban the Valentina, so that means that Faramis might be banned here as well, and yes, Faramis is going to be banned. But but it seems like Valentina and the Faramis will be selected here. I think Joy is going to be banned as well. Yeah, Joy, we don't get to see Joy in this game. I don't think they want to see like Joy because she's really overpowered in a lot of these matchups here. Very hard to catch her. We have to go for the kind of the counter play. And Akai is going to be banned. Alright, Akai, don't get to see you in any of these games. Well, this is gonna be like the first game of like for them here, and I don't really know whether or not they are going to like, I guess they won't be able to predict how they're gonna be playing. So this is game number 1. They are gonna go for a little bit of a safer approach, seems like, but Farsa is going to be locked in right off the bat. Mia?
Mia?
Jinx? Oh, Arlet is going to be picked up, possibly, and he will be locked in.
Oh,
Kufra. Oh, trying to deny some of that movement right off the bat. He is very strong, especially in this meta here. So Kufra is going to be picked up. And taking a look here in my notes, I feel like they could go for Fredrin, maybe. It's possible, but Glue on the other hand. Oh, Glue, please be selected. Oh, but Claude is going to be locked in first. Oh, you're going to be followed up with Glue. Alright. Alright, so Claude into Glue. Very strong as well. Glue has a very strong laning potential. Fanny is going to be picked. Oh, Fanny is going to be locked in.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's a very strong last pick onto their side here. And they are going to go for the Kaja ban.
Kaja, terbalik
yeah. Oh my goodness. It seems like Kaja is gonna be banned here, so they don't want Fanny to be cut off as well, and Kaja is gonna be able to provide the counter play. So here, Envy, they have to decide what they don't want on their
This
side
time,
here, and it seems like Xavier
choice is
is
mine.
going to be banned. Xavier, we didn't get to see Xavier
Oh,
much
Brody?
coming into this. Oh, they could go for the Brody actually, but Beatrix could be a little bit of a better advantage as
Beatrix.
well. Yeah, and it's gonna be
Yeah,
locked in. Wow, I feel like every time I talk about like Claude here, Beatrix is going to be the hotter pick of the two. But here, Envy though, they do see the Beatrix being picked up. They also see the Fanny as well, so they have to figure out how to catch the Fanny in this situation. Ankai is also going to be banned, and they might want to go for the Ruby.
Ruby?
Ruby.
Ruby? Please, Ruby. We want to see the game.
Yeah,
flow.
we want to see it. Like all of us want to see it, and then we're gonna see Ruby. Okay,
Ruby,
we're gonna see Ruby. Okay, you're gonna see Ruby. But Lancelot,
Nana?
yeah, Lancelot is going to be picked up as well here.
Is it Nana?
Are they
Please
gonna go
don't
for
trick
Nana
us.
as well?
Please don't trick us.
Oh,
Yeah.
Zilong, no
Zilong?
way, no way, you're going for Zilong.
No, it's Zilong.
No way, no shot. If you go for this, I will like, I don't know what I will do. I'll give myself 25 stars. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Gusion. Seems like Gusion is gonna be locked in. Okay. Okay, so he's not going to be the. Wait, they don't have a jungle. Okay, they have the jungler already.
Yeah,
okay,
Fanny is
okay.
the jungler, yeah.
Okay, so on the side of so Abu Mount is going to be the jungler. I think that's Lancelot, if I remember correctly. I can't, every time they change their skins, I can't tell which like of the heroes is gonna be. But that is game number 1 for the bad pick phase. I think both sides they have quite equal ground. I don't think there's gonna be any of the upper hand. So I really think it really comes down to who has the early game first, who takes more of the objectives like the turtle, especially the tower. But who knows, maybe they will employ the strategies like Foxura and Blackhawk trying to go for the mid game into the late game, because they are going to be contesting for first, second and third place in this tournament. And here we go, game number 1 for MV Originz against MAB Esports. Oh. Right now it just seems like they're going to be taking a little bit of a slow approach. We get to see Ruby being played in the game here, and I can't wait to see what Ruby has in store for us. Going to be hanging around. I feel like the Ruby is going to be playing a little bit of a roaming role here with all the support. Oh, he does spot this. Are you going to be able to get the last hit? Oh no, not really. Oh, Run Cutie, going to be able to save that that little retribution for that last hit instead. Don't to give any of that space to Zeef here, or is it Keith? Zeef? Keith. Zeef, Keith, potato, I guess.
Ya, nampak dia bawa pula. Nampaknya Siska menghadapi kesukaran kerana hype bersama Bornzy cuma untuk mengganggu Siska, tapi Siska sudah dapatkan Bornzy. Tapi dia begitu banyak damage daripada tim MJ, tapi tu dia kena stun. Oh, Bornzy kena stun oleh, tapi dia Siska pula kena immobilized by Bornzy, tapi dia sempat untuk heal up, tapi tidak kill. Oh, dia dapat. Fanny cuma dapatkan kill tu. Fanny macam gila sekali, dia cuma dapatkan kill. Tapi kill recall back si Ruby tidak mampu, tapi dia mampu sebenarnya, cuma dia tidak, belum lagi. I'm afraid that my manager will listen to this. Okay. Okay.
He's like oopsies.
Tertypo kepencet, tapi itu dia Zep. Oh, dapat Zep mengalami kesukaran, tapi itu dia. Oh, nampak Neon cuba untuk dapatkan Zep, tapi Zep dia sempat masuk ke tower. Tapi sekarang masa Fanny cuba untuk nge-farm dulu jungle bagian atas mid, cuba untuk jatuh satu tower, tapi Abu mahu menjaga di atas bagian atas. Tapi nampaknya untuk permulaan ni 2 minit yang pertama, maybe mereka tunggu turtle sebenarnya akan muncul ni, Daryl.
Yeah, right now it just seems like they're gonna take the bottom lane a little bit more. It sounds of pressure here. MAB trying to read the room of MV Originz, trying to figure out what is their weaknesses, what is their strengths. Don't play around that all the time. But Bornzy seems like they're being transferred to Siska here. Oh, but Zeph gonna be taking touch on the Neo, gonna be picked off first. We're gonna end up on the side of MAB. But Run Cutie ends up getting the turtle here. And right now it seems like the swing's coming in, but Bornzy picks up Siska though. Oh, but it's going to be a trade 1-1. They only lose the objective of the turtle in the first 2 minutes here. So it seems like MAB, they do have a little bit of the upper hand. They are going to be able to create a little bit more space. And Beatrix trying to create a little bit of a rotation to the bottom lane. But Claw, on the other hand, might not be able to withstand the damage coming in here. But Zev taking tons of damage. Ruby just really causing a lot of problems for MAB here. Ooh, I really like the pick on Ruby as well. Oh, but Abumon gonna be jumped on. He doesn't do the kite around though. The flicker has been used as well. And he does survive the fight. And oh, you're gonna be able to hold this defense here. Gonna be going back to base very low on mana as well. But that's a very nice play coming in from him. Very quick thumbs that he has there. Here in the mid lane, you have a little bit of rotation. Kufa just taking watch onto Gusion in the mid lane as well. I wonder what you can do on the side of MAB here. Right, Shelly, what do you think MD should do in this situation?
Envy ni cuba lakukan team fight tapi itu MAB. Oh, game juga very low HP. Nampaknya Ruby telah dijatuhkan tapi Kufra tak dapat Kufra di situ tapi nampaknya pergerakan berlaku di atas. Nampaknya Ning yang begitu low HP juga tapi tu Run Kitty cubalah Enrico kerana dia punya mana telah habis tapi tu Min hampir di knock down oleh tower. Tapi tu Abumon sempat untuk menjaga tower tersebut dan itu dia nampaknya Ruby cuba kejar Gusion sebenarnya tapi Mr. Ruby tidak dia tidak dulu melakukan apa-apa teamfight kerana dia selalu berhati-hati dan nampaknya untuk Min dia cuba untuk kembali ke atas untuk dapatkan Cloud tapi itu dia Bronzy dia kejar Siska. Tapi itu dia nampak bagian tengah pula akan ada pelaga habis tu tapi Cave akan berada menunggu peluang untuk dapatkan MAB Esports tapi MD sekarang dua tim ni masa macam keempat mereka bermain hati dan nampaknya nampak Fendela dapat untuk dapatkan Mojo.
Borzi!
Yes!
Oh, gonna be sniped! This guy gonna be able to pick up a kill on the side of MV. Oh, Borzi gonna be caught off guard as well, but Abumon gonna end up falling. Oh no, that's not looking good at all. Envy losing a little bit of momentum as well onto the top lane. It seems like Zeev trying to find a little bit of space, trying to create distractions, but they are going to be able to get away from the grass as well. And MAB going to be able to secure yet another turtle. Oh, wow, the movement coming in from Run QT as well. Oh, going to be diving into the tower, though. The nice stun coming in. Zee going to be taken out in the process. Run QT picking out yet another kill though. Oh, tower going to end up dropping as well, and it's going to be the first tower of the game. Oh, they do have more of the momentum. Seems like MAB though, they are playing very confidently against MV Originz. MAB though, they have a little bit more rotation, more map control. They have lost the top tower, so they have more space to move around. But Abumon has already switched down into the bottom lane, and MAB as well do want to go for this fight. It seems like the Ruby might be able to read this, trying to cause a little bit of a distraction into the front line. But Kufra and Beatrice might be hanging out into the bush here. They want to try and catch a little bit of these players off guard, but Glue might find the Kufra, way able to get away from this fight as well. Oh, but Zeev will be in front though, might be caught off guard. Siska did tons of damage. Other is just going dashing around left and right, but Zeev.
Ruby!
Taking a little bit of damage, but this guy is going to be able to pick up yet another kill underneath the tower and going to be dashing out very quickly. But Bornzy might be finding yet another kill, but Siska dropping low HP. Zeph as well coming into the fight, trying to capture by some cover fire. We're going to be immobilized into this situation. Mid coming the ultimate, but Bornzy, he's super tanky. Zeph might end up falling. That's a very nice pick up. MV being able to pick up two of these players to 2-for-2 trade, but he might end up falling. Oh, gonna be moving into the back line. Neto dropping low HP. Bornzy gets yet another one, triple, but Min picks it up. Gonna be able to deny this space, but Hai gonna end up falling. Min sees that, and Hai is gonna end up losing her life in the process.
Ya betul, dalam pada menit ke-6 MAB telah mendahului dengan 10 poin pada masa sekarang, tapi dia punya pun goal point juga tinggi daripada MV Originz. Nampak MV Originz kena melakukan farm, tapi tu dia Min telah juga jatuhkan satu lagi tower, tapi kill telah datang untuk dapatkan Min. Ruby on fire.
Yes.
Tapi dapat kill. Dapat kill. Ruby kena KS. Ya, itu dia.
But Abumon gets sniped into the bottom lane. Oh, that's so fast. The play coming in from the Fanny though, reading a lot of the movement from MV. They really want to go for these. It seems like they want to deny some of the space on the turtle. But Run Cutie will be farming in the bottom lane, want to take this tower as well. But it seems like the turtle might come into the hands of MV Originz. But MAB not very far behind. Siska is going to be spotting that, but it seems like MV going to take the turtle of the game. But right now in the mid lane, Zeph taking tons of damage onto Bornzy. But Run Cutie had to run away from this fight. He's fighting, he's going to be able to get away, no problem at all. And it seems that MAB hasn't been able to disengage from this fight. But here we take a little Nail moving into the enemy jungle. Oh, being able to take a little bit of the farm as well. But Siska finds Bornzy, but he's very tanky. He's gonna be able to get away from that fight as well, though.
Oh,
but
Siska!
Bornzy gonna be able to take a little bit of the immobilize. Oh, they don't want to go for this engagement here. Oh, Envy.
Oh, dia di-attach. Dia
Oh.
attach atas Siska, tapi Siska tidak dijatuhkan. Tapi itu dia Bonzi juga membalikkan diri kerana MAB telah datang untuk membantu. Tapi nampaknya MAB itu cuba dijatuh. Tapi
Oh, Naeun!
Siska telah dijatuh oleh Naeun oleh Leslie. Tapi nampaknya Zeb juga telah dikepung oleh dua player MV. Nampaknya Zeb mengalami kesukaran situ. Tapi dia berjaya untuk menjauhkan diri dari situ. Tapi itu MV Originz untuk cuba dapatkan rank QT. Oh, Phoenix almost tapi terlepas. Tapi Ruby pula di-slain oleh Tieto itu. Oh, tapi Glue juga telah di-slain. Oh, Lancelot telah dah menjatuhkan satu lagi tower bahagian atas. Nampaknya begitu open untuk mereka untuk jatuh tower. Mereka terlalu menjauhi sesama sendiri ni, Daryl.
Yeah, right now MAB though they do have a lot of the advantage here. The gold swing isn't looking very good, but they have the kills. They have been able to get a lot of the momentum. But over here, like Envy, they don't have a lot of the map control. They were able to take the top tower away from MAB. Bottom tower also looking very low, but Rank Cutie, he's just hanging around the bottom lane trying to look for a little bit of a pick off. But right now, I feel like MAB, they do have the upper hand. They don't have to play a little bit too aggressively. They can just take their time and try to force Envy to create a little bit of a play. But you can also go for the counter play as well, trying to go for the counter initiation. Oh, but Nail gonna be caught off though. Rank Cutie picks up yet a mega kill. And over the mid lane looking fantastic for MV Originz. They might lose another player though, but it seems like Bornzy are the one. Oh, Envy is the one who's gonna be on the back foot here. They're so low in HP, but the snipe not gonna be landing on any of these players. They have backed up far enough. And it just seems like Bornzy is gonna be defending this tower, but he's dropping low HP. I don't think this is what you wanna do. Siska coming in. Oh, I'm gonna end up falling though. Zeke's trying to pick up a kill onto Siska, but it's not going to be enough. And then creates enough space for MAB to take the Lord. The damage output coming out from the Beatrix is fantastic. Oh my goodness, they're gonna be able to end up falling. Oh, and it just seems like they're gonna be taking to the top lane. But Naeun might find a kill onto Siska. It's looking pretty good here. Oh, we're gonna commit the flicker. Oh, Naeun. Oh, he's gonna not be chasing this. Siska gonna be able to escape with his life. Oh, but right now I don't really know what you could do, Shelly. What does MV Origin have to do in this situation?
MV Origin kena berlakukan defense kerana Lord telah datang pada mereka semua. Dari ini dia adalah ini jadi push untuk pertama untuk MAB ataupun tidak. Tapi tu Phoenix telah datang bersama Lord. Nampaknya untuk MV mereka tidak jaga base dulu. Mereka tahu base mereka masih ada. Tapi itu dia satu persatu mereka cuba tu dah jatuhkan satu lagi ini bagian bawah. Tapi terkejap Abumon. Oh, sampai Farsa telah buka ulti. Tapi tapi dan kita dapat Farsa. Dan dia cuma sekejap lagi Bornzy. Oh, tapi dia tu telah dapat Bornzy. Tapi itu dia nampak tinggal dua player untuk MV Origin. Mereka tidak dapat defense. Mereka berdua Daryl. Nampak untuk 3 player tinggal beberapa saat lagi untuk hidup Daryl.
Oh, right now MV Origin is going to be on the back foot here. Naeun has to defend this tower and he's going to be successful, forcing MAB to make a little bit of rotation into the mid side. But the Lord is still pushing into the top lane. Abumon is here to defend this. He is the claw, he is the marksman, he has the damage as well. And it is going to be a little bit of a successful defense. But Rank Cutie jumping into the backline so quickly. He's just moving around. My goodness, he's like a spider. He's moving around left and right. But Rank Cutie going to be taken down. Taking a little bit too much damage from the turrets of the tower. Oh, the defense coming in nice though. Oh, but it seems like in the bottom lane we have a little bit of a fight. Oh, Arlet taking a little bit of damage. Naeun comes in with the fight. High picks up yet another kill. The ultimate has been used though, so they are going to be able to take up yet another kill. The gold swing is not looking as though like it's going to be as much as you would think with so many of these kills coming up for MAB with 19 to 9. Oh, but Deto might be caught off guard as well. But Naeun might be able to pick up yet another kill. Zeb comes in for the save though, but Naeun going to be forced to take a little bit of damage. Zeb picks up yet another, but a trade coming in. Deto going to end up falling. BG uses the ultimate as well, but doesn't really land on any of these players here. But Zeb going to be a little bit of a fight. But Z going to be taken up by mid with the snipe. Beautiful play. Bornzy going to be able to take Zeb into for a ride here. Being to the tower. You got to deal a bit more damage. Oh, but the Firestar commits the ultimate yet again and could take out Zeb. Oh, this is looking really good for Envy. But Abumon picks out a kill onto Run Cutie yet again onto the bottom lane. Oh, this is looking like a little swing. And Envy has been able to take a little bit of the advantage here. The first time in the 12-minute mark, it seems like Envy has been able to take a little bit of a swing. But MAB gonna take it back away from them. Oh, this is looking like a little bit of a farm like that I didn't get to witness here. Envy, they are going to be able to take a little bit more map control. Trying to deny some of the space on MAB. They're trying to move on to the island, but he has a lot of mobility here. Oh, trying to check checking the bushes here. He'll be back and off. I don't think they spot him running away, but they're trying to find as much farm as they possibly can. And oh, the Lord is coming out soon. He is going to be respawning.
Oh, nampaknya untuk menit ke-12, nampaknya untuk MAB mereka telah. Oh, Ruby juga masih tu untuk dapatkan Lord. Mereka dua player ini, Skip sama Sam, tengah tunggu dapat Lord. Tapi itu dia Ruby, begitu berani untuk dapatkan Lord. Ya, so berbesok Lord Ruby. Tapi dia pasal ada Zephyr dari situ. Tapi ada akan dibantu oleh Nyai di situ. Tapi nampaknya
Wrong cutie. He gonna drop down.
Open ni telah dijatuh oleh Abu Mon situ. Nampaknya bahagian atas pula mereka cuba untuk dapatkan Lord. Tapi tu Kim dia. Tapi untuk Ruby dijatuh oleh Beatrix itu saja. Nampaknya untuk Bornzi cuba dapat satu link play zap tapi belakang dulu. Tapi mereka cuba target satu player di situ. Tapi satu persatu telah di-slain. Nampaknya mereka cuba untuk dapatkan satu lagi player dari MB. Bornzi saja tinggal. Tapi Bornzi di belakang atas Siska. Tapi cuba untuk menarik. Dia cuba untuk dapatkan. Zap cuba untuk dapat. Tidak. Siska dia cuba melarikan diri. Dia cuba
But Lancer's pushing in the top lane. Defending the tower though. The distraction was just enough for MAB to lose a little bit of the defenses here. But they're going for the dive though. The rotation is coming in. But Neon is going to be forced to run away. But he's dropping low HP. He can't escape this fight. Basic immortality though. Can he dash out of this? Not going to be enough. Min picks it up with a mega kill. But the top tower taken though. Envy have been able to try and create a huge distraction onto MAB and be able to take the top lane, but Bornzi gonna be caught off guard yet again. Kutra finds it another stun, but he's gonna end up falling. Bornzi gonna be taken into the void. He's gonna be respawning for the next 30 seconds here, but MAB, they do have the position of the Lord. They can take it. He is buff and strong. He went to the gym for 5 years now, and he's gonna be taken by Rancuti. MAB, they have the Lord to push into their base here. MB Originz have no tower to hold the front lines here, and it's going to be a very tough situation for MV Originz to try and defend this, but at least they do have enough time for the heroes to respawn, try to go for the defense here. If the Ruby just doesn't really get caught off guard in this situation, the MV might have a chance to actually defend this very, very well here. But MAB, they realize that some of the players on MV, they are a little bit weaker here.
Ya betul Del, tapi nampaknya untuk minit ke-15 Lord akan datang dan nampaknya untuk pasukan MAB mereka telah ready Lord. Dan nampaknya untuk MB mereka dalam bush mereka untuk menunggu melakukan ambush dah player MAB sebenarnya dah itu dan nampaknya 3 orang telah lakukan defense dalam base. Nampaknya mereka cuba untuk beri laluan tapi itu dia. Mereka sudah dapatkan satu tapi mereka cuba untuk dapatkan Bornzi.
No, Abu will be taken out of the process. It seems that the Lord is just pushing down the top tower. And you're finding his way into the base. They lost 2 of their players. Bonzi taken out by Deathto as well. And I'm not really sure what MB can do in this situation. MAB wants to dive into this. They can't defend this push though. But they're just going to jump into the entire backline. Z's going to take out in the process. But they're going to GG push. Rata! MAB with a very strong game number 1. MV Originz were having a difficult time trying to hold the defense as well. Wow, indeed. MAB coming in strong, especially in game number 1. And I don't know what to expect here.
Yeah, they might second game. Yeah, because
I feel it.
Yeah, because MV Originz, they might found the characters.
Their strengths. They might have figured out what their strong heroes are going to be. So I'm very, very sure, like you said, they're gonna ban the Fanny and they're definitely gonna ban the Joy. You can't let the Joy in the game, but that means it kind of opens up some of the picks that MAB is going to be able to secure. And MAB though, they were the ones that went for the second pick. So when they're going to be switching sides, MAB are going to be able to get into the first pick, which is going to be very, very advantageous for their own team instead. So actually MAB has a chance to sweep this 2-0, but the games are not over just yet. MV Origin still has a chance because this is a best of 3, but MAB already has 1 point under their belt. So MAB, all they have to do is just win 1 more game, but for MV on the other hand, they have to win 2 games in a row to try and have a comeback and even fight up with Blackhawk for tomorrow. And oh my goodness, this game number 1 coming in for MAB is just really, really strong. The way they position around the map, the way they actually try to take the objectives as well, it just really didn't allow MV Origins to get into a very favorable position to try and find some of that space, try to go and get some of those pickoffs that they really needed. And yeah, MAB, like the defenses are just looking so good right now.
Ya betul Daryl. Tapi nampaknya untuk Originz mereka walaupun mereka tidak mampu untuk dapat lakukan defense yang pertama kalinya, rasanya itu first lord or second lord. Is it first lord?
Second one. They managed to get the second
yeah,
one.
then,
Yeah, and that was
yes.
so tough.
Ya, so mereka dan Fanny telah melakukan tugas sebaik mungkin, tapi itu dia post match stats kita yang pertama, Originz 13 dan MAB Esports 30.
Oh wow, MAB has been able to secure a lot of their KD, bringing it up and up against Originz. MAB, they're looking really strong coming into game number 1. I can't wait to see what they have in store for game number 2, because for me, when I'm looking at it, I really feel like they're gonna have a very interesting advantage. They are gonna be trying to ban the really strong heroes that Originz has.
Yes.
But in the second game, Originz though, because they are gonna be lacking one of their plays. I mean, if MAB trying to go for some of the weaknesses of Originz, they might go for a very interesting strategy and put MAB onto their knees.
Ya betul Daryl. Tapi maybe Originz mereka cuba untuk melakukan comeback. Mereka boleh buat comeback. Mereka boleh melakukan perubahan terhadap MAB Esports. Karena saya percaya setiap tim ada weapon yang senjata yang
like you have the strong attachment.
Yeah, strong attachment.
Yeah, like big firepower.
Secret weapon.
Yeah, secret weapon. Yes,
weapon.
yes. They might have a secret weapon up. I mean, their sleeve. You never know what they have in store against MAB. And I do think Originz, they still have a chance. Like they do have a little bit of like counter play. They do have a lot of their skilled players being able to try to give a little bit of a wraparound against MAB. The players of MAB especially. And I think they really have to take out the Fanny in game number 2.
Yes.
They cannot allow Fanny to be taken in this game at all, because Fanny was the one creating a lot of the plays. And taking a look at the brackets yet again, you're going to see match number 2 with MAB going to be into the blue spot and Originz going to be in the red spot. Here, I want to see whether or not we can kind of come up with some of the predictions.
Yes, Daryl. Tapi Fanny and Farsa also lah, macam Farsa juga mengganggu. Farsa is from the Originz side, right?
Farsa is on Envy.
Yeah,
from
Farsa,
Envy.
yeah, tapi maybe boleh ban Farsa the first place, because Farsa juga memberikan impact yang besar kepada MAB dan nampaknya masing-masing dah tahu apakah heroes yang boleh macam jadi punca kekalahan untuk game tersebut. Dan nampaknya untuk match yang kedua, MAB ada peluang untuk pilih dahulu selain daripada Originz. Sampai Originz mereka kena sediakan dua weapon senjata rahsia yang kedua untuk lawan sama MAB.
Yeah, that is right. But in game number you can't let the Farmis and the Valentina be in the game. If you're banning the Farmis, you have to ban the Valentina.
Yes.
So I guess there is going to be space to ban the Farsa as well. But you use a lot of the resources to ban the mages. So you let like the marksman have free reign, or some of those heroes that have a little bit more like momentum. And Farmis is going to be banned right off the bat.
To live is to trick
Farmis
the
is going to
reaper.
be out of the game. You don't get to see him. I wonder whether or not they will ban the Valentina actually.
Yeah, they might ban Valentina.
Yeah, I mean, because if you don't ban the Valentina as well, like
Time to drop
Joy is
the
gonna be banned as
beautiful
well.
weapon.
But if Valentina is not banned, they have a chance to pick it up. And if they do pick it up, you can't really pick like heroes like Kaja, for instance, even Akai as well. You have like the ability
Now
to
Akai?
they ban the Akai. Okay, I was just talking about that. Oh, they might actually not ban the
nampaknya-
Valentina actually.
Yes.
Okay, so it seems like they are gonna go for like the throat here, going against Farmis and the Akai. It seems that MAB might actually go for the first pick Valentina actually.
Yes.
Right now it seems like Envy though.
I
They are
will
gonna ban
choose
the
my
Arlet.
14 is picking.
Banning the Arlet out, causing a lot of problems for this entire team. So it does leave Martis out in the open to be picked, and
yes.
Valentina is going to be
Valentina.
picked. Yeah, Valentina is going to be selected in this game number 2 on the side of MAB. But let's see what MV Originz has in store for us. Well, Joy has been taken out. Valentina is in. Arlet is taken out. And here I feel like Envy, they can go for Frederick possibly. Oh, but Kufra is going to be selected into glue. Okay, Kufra into glue. It's going to be a very good choice there.
Maybe terbuka peluang untuk dapatkan Fanny kali kedua.
Oh right, you're right. The Fanny is going to be out in the open. They might go for a Fanny pick yet again. And I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all. And maybe you don't have to think so much about the Fanny. I guess it's confirmed though.
Oh, Kaja.
Kaja into Martis.
Power of light to 1,000 worlds.
Kaja into
And
Martis.
not a single
Alright.
worthy
Oh, apa yang maksudkan jungle, nampaknya Fanny akan direhatkan dulu.
Yeah, Fanny is going to take a little bit of a break. Alright, let's see what MV Originz has in store here, going for the third pick. You can go for your marksman. Maybe pick the Melissa. Oh, Claude with the jungle.
Need some stitches?
Oh, Melissa! Melissa is going to be picked up, yeah. This game number 2 though, Envy, they don't want to give away some of the advantage that MAB has already.
Oh, nampaknya MAB Originz akan ban yang ketiga. Nampaknya kalau Fanny mereka nak ban Fanny untuk masa ni tidak sesuai sebab dia ada jungle. So nampaknya mereka kena ban marksman untuk MAB.
Yeah, that is right. I agree with you. Oh, they banned the Grok instead. Okay. All right. I'll take it.
Oh.
I suppose. Grok is a very interesting ban. I guess it does deal a lot of. It does cause a lot of problems with like the space that you can move around, which Melissa really needs. And Farsa is going to be banned.
Yes, predictable. Yes. It's very predictable.
Yes, indeed. I mean, like when you go up against a Valentina, you don't want to go up against a Farsa with the range that she possesses. But here, Envy though, they could go for a mage pick. They do need support as well. Oh, the support is already chosen, the Kufra. They need the XP laner, I think. They're gonna pick the Fanny instead? Oh, they do pick the Fanny! Okay!
MAB tidak diberi peluang untuk menggunakan Fanny. Oh, nampaknya dua-dua tim guna Fanny pula dah.
Oh, it seems like it's going to be a switcheroo. It's like you can use Fanny, so can
Oh,
I.
badang?
Oh. Actually, I don't know whether or not they will go for the Layla in this situation.
Yeah, I don't think they go for Layla.
Yeah, there's no way, right? But here it seems like the lineup here, Zeph might just lock onto the Lapu Lapu. He does deal a lot of damage.
Yeah.
He will lock it in, and Brody is picked up as well. Lapu Lapu into Brody. Don't mind me, guys, just writing down as much as I can about these strategies that I are going to employ into this game here.
Ooh,
But right now, the
Kadita.
last pick, they are highlighting the Kadita. Gonna be the mid laner. You also still have the Lilia, so that's still a viable option. Oh, but Kadita it is. She does have the burst damage. And right now, it seems like Envy though, their lineup is looking a little bit more solid. But MAB though, I feel like their lineup is looking a little bit stronger in my opinion here. They do have the added advantage of going into the team fest a little bit more often. They have the Valentina as well. And they have the Martis to actually kite around, dance around, and just cause a lot of problems for Envy. But Envy, they have the Kadita to do a lot of burst damage, so that is a little something that you have to take note of, so you don't want to be caught off guard. Like if the Kadita goes a little bit greedy, you can actually go for a very crazy play. And she's not going to be in the support role, so she is going to be able to take the mid lane, get more farm, and then she find a little bit more damage to try to stop the momentum that MAB will have in the later game here. But right now, game number 2 has begun. MAB on the blue side, and on the red side we have MV Originz. Okay, let's see what MAB has in store for us here. It seems like Zapdo, they do spot the farming of Aiming onto the blue buff. They want to see all the go house visiting, and Zeef, okay, taking a little bit of damage, but he is the Kufra though.
agresif, cuba untuk bagi damage terhadap Kufa, tapi Kufa tidak dapat berhasil damage, tapi juga Bornzi akan berhadapan dengan Siska di bahagian bawah. Kemudian Bornzi gitu, taklah begitu banyak damage yang diambil, tapi Siska dia cuba untuk dapatkan Bornzi situ, tapi bahagian atas Brody akan berjumpa dengan Melissa. Nampaknya Fanny cuba terjanggal lagi bersama Kufra. Nampaknya Kufra tu cuba jadi membantu Fanny agaknya untuk jadi backup. Dan nampaknya bahagian tengah Valentina akan jaga bahagian tengah bersama Kaja. Dan Martis jungle pada Mythical pertama ini, dan nampaknya siapakah yang akan diselain rasanya pada minit yang kedua, sebab ini pertama kali mereka begitu play safe dan nampaknya bahagian atas begitu berat. Oh, nampaknya Fanny berjumpa dengan Martis. Oh, nampaknya Ryan QT jauhkan diri daripada Fanny dahulu nampaknya.
Yeah, here we can take a look. What is a very nice jump in. Neu taking a little bit of damage, but Zeef though, not reaching the bouncy ball, trying to get out of this fight, but Neu not damage. Ryan QT picks it up though. It's a switcheroo yet again, trying to show his prowess, but Ryan QT yet again double kill. Zeef gonna be caught into the house of the turtle. Oh, that's unfortunate. MAB though coming in yet again, super strong. But MV though, they have to find a little bit more space. They have to play a little bit more safe as well. They're not able to read the way the MAB has been playing here. But right now, Bornzi, they do spot two of their players of MAB trying to take the turtle, trying to deny some of that space. But Siska really want to go into that bush though, trying to stall the momentum of MAB, trying to get a position. But Rankyuti is just taking the turtle down so quickly to be able to take the last hit. And oh my, Siska gonna be able to take it up. They're going to be afraid of the KS, but Z finds a player. Zef gonna be caught here. Oh my, Kaja gonna get a pick up, and Z gonna end up falling here. Bornzi loses a lot of HP, and it's gonna be a double kill. Bornzi losing his life. Oh, the momentum of MAB is going to be huge. This game number 2 is going to be swinging into the favor of MAB right now. Oh my goodness, just only the 2-minute mark. It's not even the 3-minute just yet, Shelly.
Ya, itu betul, Daryl. Tapi nampaknya untuk MAB kita dapat 4 poin yang pertama pada minit yang kedua. Dan nampaknya untuk Abu Mon akan menghadapi dengan 3 orang player. Tapi nampaknya mereka cuma untuk back off dan bantu min sahaja. Tapi nampaknya Abu Mon, dia kena berhati-hatikan dia berseorang diri sebelah atas. Tapi itu Fanny juga jangan lupa dapatkan farm. Tapi itu bagi tengah pula mereka gaduh. Atau Zep, oh, hati jatuhkan Zep di situ. Nampaknya MAB macam comeback. Tapi Kip lah dijatuhkan oleh MAB Esports. Tapi Fanny telah datang untuk balas dendam. Tapi Fanny, dia cuba dapatkan Siska, tapi tidak dapat. Dia punya very half health. Yes. Half health.
Yeah, that is right. It seems like the Fanny Neyun wasn't really able to try to do a lot of damage trying to catch them off. MAB though actually stuck around to try and get the pick off instead onto their favor. But right now, MV though, they have to find a little bit more space. But MAB, all they have to do is just maintain whatever lead that they have currently, try to deny more of the potential, or the kill potential actually, from MV instead. But here we can take a look, Marcus has been doing a fantastic job trying to dance around a lot of these players. Oh, but in the bottom lane you have the Neyun trying to be watching around where the movement is. Oh, Martis doesn't get spotted out in that bush though. Oh, he's gonna be fighting very slowly. Rankyuti might have spotted this though. He might want to go pick here possibly. Oh no, he doesn't. He doesn't want to take the position of the turtle. He wants a better movement. Oh, rotating down to the bottom lane. He spots the goo. Very low HP. Oh, Beto find a little kill on Hyde right now. But it seems like the rotation coming in from MV going to be stuck around into the top side. MAB though, they want to take the turtle as well. So they have different objectives in mind here. But oh, a little bit of a chaos. No, not really. Rankyuti takes it instead. Oh, that's unfortunate. We saw the effort coming in from MV trying to go for a little bit of a solo play. But in the top lane though, Abumo taking tons of damage onto Min. Oh, it seems like gonna be able to get out of that fight, but Abumo gonna be the one gonna be caught off guard instead. Zev may be able to pick this up, but Kadita coming in with the ultimate. Oh, gonna get picked up. Deto picks up Abumon, and right now gonna be diving into the tower. Rankyuti is so tanky. Gonna be able to survive that fight. Oh, that is so unfavorable for MV right now.
Ya, itu betul. Tapi nampaknya untuk MV mereka kena buat comeback. Mereka boleh berikan Fanny untuk dapatkan kill points untuk terhadap MAB. Tapi MAB begitu kuat dan begitu tanky untuk dilawan sama MV. MV mereka kena melakukan farm. Tapi itu Siska. Oh, Bornzi juga dapatkan Siska. Tapi itu dia. Oh, Siska very low HP. Tapi dia kejar.
Is it gonna be enough?
Oh, tapi itu dia.
Is it gonna be enough?
Dapat. Yes, tapi Neo kalau dapat. Begitu low HP. Dia cuba. Dan dia dapat 1. Dan di bahagian atas pula nampaknya untuk Prodigy bersama Kaja cuba tu dapatkan Kufar sama Melissa tapi tu Zed. Oh, nampaknya dia cuba tu dapatkan kill. Oh, tapi itu dia dia kena tarik. Dia kena tarik. MVP ditarik oleh Kaja tapi tidak di slam. Hampir-hampir sekali dia kena slam itu tapi itu dia mereka sempat untuk menyelamatkan tower tersebut. Nampaknya untuk bahagian tengah pula tu bersama Feli akan dapatkan Martis tapi masih berjayakan diri dari genggaman Glue sama Martis tapi nampaknya untuk bahagian tengah pula nampaknya Glue akan kembali ke tengah untuk dapatkan farm dahulu tapi dari atas otomatis saya dapatkan satu kejatuhan terhadap tower dan nampaknya untuk MAB mereka dah dapat head start sebenarnya Daryl.
Yeah, right now MAB though they want to apply a lot of pressure on the top lane and it is working. Deto has still copied Kadita, so he'll be able to do tons of damage. But Bonzi coming down to the bottom side of the lane. It seems like he doesn't want to engage to this fight. He might be tanky, but it's for those heroes. You don't want to engage into that fight right now. Like here you can take a look at Originz though they want to defend their gold laner as well, but at the same time they can't give away a lot of their objectives, especially in the mid side. They cannot let the towers going to be taken away from them, but it seems like Bonus is going to end up falling and Min being able to take up the third turtle of the game. Oh, but Z coming in with the charge, being able to pick out the tower. Oh, Zeb is going to be dropped down behind the tower as well. Abumon getting tons of damage, but it's not going to be enough though. Neo picks up yet another play, another kill, getting yet another one. But he's dropping low HP, he cannot engage with this fight though. Z has to back away from this situation as well, but RanQD he wants more, but he's going to the first Altera. But it seems like it's going to be enough, Z is going to be able to get into that. But RanQD, he's dropping low, but Kadita, he's going to find this fight as well. You can pick out Lassie, come on, it's just a little bit more, but Fanny though, he's going to get a little bit of a spin, but he's going to counter instead, though, it's going to be enough, baby, yeah, another kill. RanQD dropping low HP, though, he's going to get away from this fight, but Bornsey, he wants more, he wants blood, but RanQD is going to be cutting around the tower ends up falling. He's not dropping low on HP yet, he's going to be caught though, he might end up falling in this situation, and he's going to shut down. Bornsey picks it up.
Ya, itu betul. Nampaknya gameplay daripada RanQD begitu OP. MAB sebenarnya begitu cute, begitu cute lah, begitu OP sebenarnya. Saya pula kena stun sebenarnya. Tapi itu dia bahagian tengah nampaknya Bornsey mengambil damage begitu banyak daripada tim MAB. Oh, nampak bahagian tengah satu tower telah dijatuhkan. Nampak bahagian tengah begitu berat sekali, begitu besar pergaduhan di sini. Nampaknya untuk High. Oh, High bersama Bornsey. Begitu banyak damage diambil oleh Deadpool sebenarnya. Tapi itu dia, Spectre datang untuk mengganggu MAB. Tapi itu dia, MAB ni telah dijatuhkan oleh Kaja, tapi Sis akan dapat satu. Deto telah dapat satu. Bisa dapat Zeb itu tapi dapat satu player. Abumon telah slain oleh Min. Wow, almost wipe out. Tinggal Bornsey.
Oh, they want to wipe out.
Tinggal Bornsey sama Bornsey cuba untuk berlagi.
Oh, they're going for it. They get it.
Wipe out pada minit yang ke-8.
Oh,
Oh
MAB
my god.
not able to survive the onslaught that's been approached from MAB here. MAB has been playing a fantastic game number 1 and right now playing a game number 2 that is looking so good. Min though was able to survive and sustain that fight against the Fanny, and it seems that the momentum from the Fanny pick is not looking good at all. And it seems that MAB, they're about to begin a little bit of a skirmish and a fight against the Lord. They do want to invade his house. It is not right for him in this situation. They are going to be taking his entire belongings here because they want him to decide to push into the enemy base of MV Originz. But here we can take a look. MV do want to take this position against the Lord, but it's dropping so low on HP. RanQD is going to be able to finish it up before MV can do anything about it. Neon trying to create as much space as he possibly can, taking the bottom tower. They need as much round as they possibly can because the gold lead is swinging into the favor of MAB with 6k advantage in their favor. But MV though, the Lord has been taken, so you have to figure out a way to defend your towers here because those outer towers are going to end up falling if you don't go and make a play in this situation. But Siska, he is very tanky, he is going to be able to withstand that fight. But it seems like Fanny is going to be able to get away and skirt this. But Zeev though going to be able to find a little play onto Deto. But Zeev though dropping very low HP, he is not tanky enough just yet. Right now I really have no idea what MV can do in this situation though. But Shelly, what does MVP have to do to get this game into their bag?
Nampaknya ada satu player Fanny akan melakukan flanking bahagian atas tapi mereka tidak sedar Lord akan datang dan nampaknya mereka telah diganggu dan nampaknya Fanny telah melakukan recall untuk melakukan defense. Apa itu dah MV Originz telah melakukan defense bahagian tengah tapi mereka cuba untuk bahagian bawah pula. Oh, tapi itu MAB Brothers untuk melakukan kekacauan terhadap MV tapi MV satu persatu almost satu tapi Bonzi dia punya nyawa almost low, tapi tu dah satu tahu akan jatuhkan sebentar lagi, tapi MAB cuba tu dapat satu tahu dia jatuh. Yes, satu tahu telah dijatuhkan, tapi jaga bahagian tengah. Nampaknya Lord pula ada lagi selain ada di bahagian bawah, tapi itu dah MAB begitu banyak damage yang dia ambil oleh tim MAB. Nampaknya Fenix telah datang untuk membantu, tapi tidak, dia kembali ke base untuk melakukan recall. Tapi itu dah satu lagi tahu bahagian tengah begitu low, dan inilah peluang untuk MAB untuk melakukan push in sebenarnya, tapi tidak, mereka menunggu.
They want more.
Mereka menunggu kill. Mereka mau farm kill sebenarnya ni, Daryl.
Alright, now they just waited for the mid lane to go and drop though, but Fanny trying to create as much space as possible in the top lane. But I feel like this is not the play we should be making though. I mean, pushing the top lane would be a very fantastic idea, but right now it seems like MAB are going to be falling back, not because of the push, but because they can't really push into their base. They don't have the items just yet. They're looking for a little bit more space. They're trying to find some of that play as well though. Envy, they have to they can't come out of their base anymore because they have lost their bottom tower as well as their mid tower. So I feel like they have to try to go for a little bit of the defense here. The old top tower ends up falling. There's the last tower that's going to be left standing on the side of Envy in the top lane here. I really feel like the Fanny though is really trying her best to try and create more of the plays, but it's not going to be enough. You have to try and find some pickups, but it seems the pickup is coming on to Neon instead. Mid picks up yet another kill. Oh, that's unfortunate. You have entered the wrong neighborhood here. Oh, but Envy might find yet another play here. MAB, they might lose some of their players. They lost one. They might lose the second one. Deto might be dropping low in HP, but the attacks be coming in from Abuma dropping low in health. But Zeph dropping as well. But Siska coming in very, very quickly. Abuma gonna be able to space out. Bozy trying to provide a little bit of cover here, but it seems like he might be able to escape. Oh, Abuma, you're gonna be better than Creeps. This is gonna be a bad situation. Oh, gonna be picked up. Oh, a little bit now to get away. The Creeps has banded up. It seems like the pincer from the heroes is gonna meet up our Abuma with the Creeps.
Ya, itu betul Lerry. Nampaknya MAB mereka boleh melakukan push in, tapi mereka tidak mahu melakukan itu kerana mereka mahu farm kill sebenarnya. Mereka dah diberi peluang 3 lane boleh push in, tapi mereka tidak mahu. Mereka cuma mau menunggu Lord. Mereka mau, tapi Bonzi lah mengganggu Zep untuk, tapi itu dia. Mereka cuba tunggu Lord sebenarnya, tapi Bonzi dia cuba untuk melihat ke sekeliling. Tapi MAB mereka sudah dapat Lord, tapi mereka tidak mau melakukannya. Mereka tidak mau push in terhadap Lord, Daryl.
Oh my goodness, right now Bonzi is tanking for these heroes, but Deto is doing tons of damage. Gonna be able to take him out in a blink of an eye. But Zeef though, he has used the bouncy ball. Oh, the Lord is dropping low in HP as well. It's gonna be taken by Run Cutie yet again. And MV Originz, they have to fall back. They have no way to try to hold this play as well. And game number 2 though is looking as though it's gonna be falling into the hands of MAB.
Ya, itu betul Lira. Tapi nampaknya MAB mereka dapat upper hand, mereka dapat headshot, tapi tu di bahagian atas dia cuba berdekati dengan lapu-lapu, tapi itu dia Siska. Dia cuba untuk dapatkan Fanny, tapi tidak. Fanny sempat melarikan diri, tapi itu dah Lord yang kedua telah datang pada minit yang ke-13, dan nampaknya Originz telah datang kembali untuk melakukan defense yang kali kedua, dan apakah respon tadi, tapi itu dah Fanny berlawan dengan Siska bahagian atas. Dia cuba dapatkan Siska, dia cuba dapatkan team fight, tapi tidak dapat. Dia sebelahkan diri dahulu. Tapi itu dah Lord memang diberi peluang untuk masuk. Mereka tidak mau megang, mereka tidak mau halang, tapi Bonzi telah menghalang diri frontliner di situ. Nampaknya tapi cuba jatuhkan satu lagi tahu bahagian atas. Tapi Fanny tidak dapat melakukan team fight bahagian dalam MAB. Apakah terjadi di daerah?
Bonzi dropping low in HP, but able to get out that fight though. It seems like Envy, they are going to be able to try and defend this bit. They're almost taking tons of damage. The Lord is going to be pushing in though. Bonzi trying to hold this defense as well. They have lost one of the heroes as well, but MAB though, they're trying to apply a little bit of pressure. It seems like it might be enough. Min has committed Blink as well. They're taking tons of damage from Brody, and it seems like Deto taking tons of damage as well, but Z dropping low HP, but go for the GG push, and it's gonna be enough, and maybe takes it. The game number 2 is gonna be taken into their favor, and we don't get to see a game number 3 tonight for match number 2. MAB, fantastic job moving all the way into the grand finals. Wow. Oh my goodness, it seems like MAB gonna be able to meet up against Blackhawk in the grand finals. But MV Originz, they are gonna be going up against Foxura into the bronze match. But game number 2 Like MAB, they were able to secure like a very strong early game, being able to secure pretty much all the objectives that they needed. They got all the turtles, they managed to get the Lord uncontested, they managed to get all the towers as well, especially after the first Lord. They were able to secure out the outer towers and just being able to push in. I mean, MV Originz, they were able to defend that first Lord push, but they didn't have enough damage as well. They weren't able to use the Fanny into the utmost potential. She was trying her best to push out the lanes and try to force these heroes to fall back, but they didn't care at all what kind of pressure that Fanny had in store, because they realized that if Fanny is out in the open and out and away from the team fight, that means MV Originz is going to be fighting as 4 instead of 5. And I think MAB, they read that like a book. They were able to understand that that's going to be working in their favor instead. You can push the outer lanes as much as you want, but they are not afraid because they have so many towers to hold.
Ya, betul dia. Nampaknya tadi untuk Fanny, untuk MV Originz maybe tidak menjadi. Tapi apapun tanda pada Fanny, kerana Fanny tidak di-ban untuk dua kali dipakai. So untuk malam ni, nampaknya Fanny tidak kena ban. Macam semalam Fanny selalu kena ban. And then I don't know why. Dan nampaknya kita hari ni kita dapat diberikan peluang untuk melihat Fanny bermain.
Yeah, I mean like the way that MV Originz played Fanny, I think it kind of played into the hands of MAB. MAB was able to handle the pressure coming down as well. And right now, taking a look at the post-match stats, you have MAB with 19 against MV Originz with 9. Yeah, I mean like Zeev actually going up with the Kufra actually kind of denied some of that space, but I feel like he wasn't able to catch a lot of the plays on MAB. Like with Kufra, you have to try to find a lot of the plays. You want to prevent them from blinking in as much as you can. But with Run Cutie, just being able to like play the Martis so well, taking so many objectives, the turtle just end up falling so much. And I just feel like the advantage, the good advantage especially, just swung a little bit too heavily into MAB's favor, and MV though is not going to be able to secure a lot of the objectives themselves. So in my opinion, I really feel like MAB, they were able to pick up, and like they had the confidence boost, especially in game number 1. So they were feeling very good with whatever picks MV Originz had in store for them. I think they really understood like how the game is going to be played in game number 2 after seeing how game number 1 was played out. And my goodness, MAB, they have done a fantastic job, and they have managed to get all the way into the grand finals. And yeah, these top 2 teams, they have done a very good job. And here, taking a look at the tournament brackets, and right here, Blackhawk is going to be going up against MAB in the grand finals, but Foxura is going to be challenging MV Originz into the bronze match. So guys, like these semifinals has been super intense. I feel the pressure of all these teams. They really want to win the prize pool here. First, second, and third place, they all have a chance to get a little something for themselves here. And MLBB is a fantastic game to be watching. The plays they've been making, especially in the high levels, has brought me and Shelly like a lot of ideas for our ranked games in the future.
Ya, betul. Dan tapi nampaknya untuk Blackhawk dan MAB, dua-dua ini sengit sebenarnya. Permainan yang sengit. Dan Blackhawk ialah burung helang Raja Wali akan berjumpa dengan MAB.
The Harimau.
Malaya.
Yet again, the animals are going to be battling it all the way into the grand finals. Oh, but I can't wait to see what they have in store for us, you know. But these players have to take a little bit of a break, try to strategize a little bit more, because the grand finals is going to be a best of 5. Oh, so it's going to be long games. You're going to see a lot of strategies that are going to be employed differently. But I mean, one thing I can hopefully see here is joy bans.
Yeah,
joys are going to be banned so often. I don't think it's going to be a little bit of a game changer. Oh, today has been fantastic. We got to see so many of these plays coming in, and this 2 weeks of MLBB, Shelly, I feel like we've got to see a lot of like the incredible plays and strategies that they have really employed.
Yeah, betul. Wow.
Yeah, that is a wow thing indeed. But that will be the end of the night. We got to witness these 4 teams play all the way into the grand finals and the bronze match. And for you guys that stayed all the way here, thank you so much. You mean so much to me. I love you, and you are important. I mean, Shelly loves you too, but Shelly might have a little bit of issue with a special someone. But thank you so much for staying to the end of the stream. We really enjoyed you guys supporting your favorite teams coming into this. And oh my goodness, that was such an intense play. I really can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. This is your caster, Bambi, here with me.
Shelly.
Yeah, we're gonna say goodbyes here. Sayonara, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.